told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's away. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
Gaming with Cookies' stream will be starting in just a few seconds. Be sure to grab some drinks and some snacks because it's going to be lit.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
There it is. There it is. There it is right there. Very good, sir. What's up,
Amazon is sending it to you, darling.
Can't wait.
Oh, yeah, I gotta get more lively.
My God.
They're fighting, man.
Holy cow. say we keep the show running for a long time now, right?
Yeah, right. Formally, I'd like to congratulate your new sergeant, Jeffrey Gamer.
What?
You just got sergeant, bro.
Are you serious?
Yo, man.
Wow, man. Holy shit. To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Baskin.
Here we go. Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Go to it! Go to it! Go to it! But I'm getting go!
Wow.
Go!
I really appreciate you guys having me on here, man, and I look forward to the podcast next week.
Absolutely,
Talking more with you guys.
Yeah, man.
You guys, but this is a great opportunity, man, and I'm very blessed to have definitely got to be able to get in contact with you guys. It's awesome.
Niche. You know what? English. Who cares? What are you laughing at, CJ?
My wife sent me something, man.
She's always sending him something, but she tries to get him to laugh on camera.
I think she does it on Barbara. I think you got your work cut out for you, brother.
Be prepared.
No, guys, thank you very much. Cookies, Criminal Justice, Jeffrey Gamer, thank you guys very much for having me. It's been an absolute blast. We've gone way over time, but, you know, time flies when you are having fun.
What's up? That one. There we go. There we go. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Meet the Gamers, guys. We are back with Meet the Gamers episode 77. Insane. That is insane, everyone. That is awesome. Cole Stillings, how we doing? Legendary Gaming, hello, welcome. Congratulations on being first, by the way. It's going to be a great stream tonight, guys. We have a lot planned. By the way, guys, our guest, I can't speak tonight, our guest is going to be Benzo Effect, guys. If you guys don't know who Benzo is, shame on you. Shame on you. Benzo Effect is going to be our guest for tonight, guys. So that ought to be very exciting. Yeah, ought to be very exciting, as I should say. And yeah, so that's really all I got. Let's go ahead and we'll go and say hi to Benzo, guys. Let's go ahead and switch over.
They do a lot for us. They do a lot for us, and we got Benzo's. We got his thing here. Just waiting to see where his camera lays him, so I can put his logo over his camera. You can see it right here. We're ready for it. We're ready. Where are we gonna put it?
Ready?
Probably gonna land. He's probably gonna land like right here. Oh yeah. Yes, I was right.
What's going on?
Almost spot on. Hey, what's up, Benzo?
Good, man.
Hey, Benzo, how we doing?
Good. I'll be live streaming too, starting it up. Yeah, it goes.
Oh yeah. I was telling people this is Benzo's third and a half appearance on Meet the Gamers, because you had the one appearance that was kind of it was split with you and Opus, right? Opus felt a lot more comfortable having you on here, being on here with you with him, which is pretty cool. And he just dropped didn't he just drop, I think Opus was part of that the holster sound. Opus.
Are we ready?
And H. Yeah, we're
Oh,
live.
hold on a second. Did he drop that one? The holster one?
The holster sound? Yep, it dropped
Oh.
yeah, it dropped a few days ago.
Okay, I saw that. I didn't see who it was by. So maybe he's kind of getting back into the scene, man. It's good.
Maybe.
Who was it? Jeff did it?
No, Ben H and Opus. The Holster Sound video I just dropped. That's a mod from.
Oh,
Ben H.
Opus is back in the modding scene.
Well, yeah, it's up there. That video, that mod is up there.
And what's the mod called, Jeffrey?
Holster Sound. It just makes us a little sound clip when you put your gun out in and out of the holster.
Something new, right? Because there's not been nothing new coming through LSP4 lately at all, man.
cool.
No new call outs, no new. I'll have to check it out, man.
Super simple. I mean, it's a simple drag and drop into your main directory. Boom, done. Nothing else to it.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm pretty under the weather today. I've been congested for about the last 4 days, so I'm pretty under the weather. So if I'm not too sociable today, then I do apologize. But what's up, Benzo?
It's going good, man.
My hero.
I can be your hero, baby.
I knew it was coming. I knew it.
That's funny, man. I
don't know. I don't know
man.
if you can kiss away your pains, though, CJ. I don't know if.
No, Benzo knows everything I know. I learned from him. He knows it when I first started. He was the guy.
Cough and cold medicine and Afrin.
Yeah. Yeah, Benzo knows, man. When I first started, man, I binged watched your videos so much, man. I couldn't even tell you the amount of videos that I watched on your channel on a daily basis when I first started learning how to, mod GT5. Broke my games a few times, broke my game a few times, but when you first start learning to mod and then you realize, okay, you really have to pay attention to what's going on. And that's the problem with a lot of the new viewers is they want to play this mod so bad, and I get it. It's a fun mod. LSP4 is fun. But one of the pros and cons to this is that when you're watching somebody teaching you how to put this mod in your game, you have to pay attention to every aspect of the video because, like I tell people, when you're skipping through my video, you're missing important aspects of what I'm discussing about that mod. I'm not just on there blowing smoke and mirrors. I'm talking about important things, so
exactly.
You have to pay attention. That was one of the things that I learned as the new modder the hard way was, when I first started watching you, I just wanted to play the mod, and then finally I started learning to slow my pace a little bit and listen to everything you were saying. And before you know it,
gamers.
I was modding, man. So, but yeah, it's
and it's like a domino effect, man. You get one guy like Benzo who starts it, and then you got the guy that he learned from.
Mm-hmm.
And you learn from Benzo, I learned from you, and people learn from me, and then people learn from them, and it just it just keeps going.
And now we have a whole community full of people that play LSPFR. It's pretty amazing, man. I mean, there's a handful of people I know of that started their own YouTube channel because of this right here,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
give me 1 sec, guys. I'm gonna say hi to everybody, and then I'll pop in here with some video feed.
Okay. All right, Benzo.
Okay, one sec.
But yeah, man, it's pretty amazing the amount of people that come through and show love. And what's up, T Wolf? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, we got Benzo on the show today, guys. Mike from the Benzo Effect channel. He's gonna be on today. Robert Lawler, what is going on, man? Good to see you. I've seen a new face up there. Jeffrey, I got your button put in.
Did you?
The one you sent me, yeah. As soon as you sent it to me that night on VC, I put it in my
I wanted to play yours last night. Damn it!
You have a new one for me?
Yeah, I told you that.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, that's
yeah.
Yep. Maybe next live stream you'll pop
played
in.
that.
George Thorogood, man.
You played that last night, didn't you?
I
like
did.
When you
I told Coach,
you pulled out your iPod.
Yeah,
your
I just
iPod
want
out,
to play my iPod. Hold on, I played. The
Can people hear it in 5M when you push the buttons on your Go XR? Can they hear it?
Yes, as long as you have your push to talk down, they can hear it. So, I went to Hash. Brett Van Maler coming through with the support membership, man. I appreciate.
And you
that.
was playing that song, My Body. My body.
Hash, the song I got on my I kept calling it an iPod. Those things are ancient, right? iPods are ancient. Man.
Oh yeah.
The Shure mic, the Shure SM7B, Ashton. Brett Van Maler coming through with a support membership and Gaming for Life here says I can be your hero, baby. Hashtag likes $5 super chat from Gaming for Life, and we have the sound, which I don't want to disturb you guys with these. This is the membership sound. I think it's this one.
Trapping out
Yes.
the Benzo.
Remember, this is the one we played.
That's the one you sent me, I believe, for you.
Yes.
Yeah,
that is
that's
the
the
new
exact
member.
same one. Only mine's on my stream deck through my soundboard, so you guys can't hear it. But yeah, I have it in there, and the way I know it's your button is because when I pull my stream deck up, it's got your logo on that button, so I know
Yeah,
that
I got-
that's your
yep.
sound.
Same thing for you, Cookies.
Yeah.
I got Cookies' button there. Oh, pretty much anybody that I have a button for their YouTube channel for that person.
What's
Their
Cookies'
logo.
button? I don't have a button for Cookies. I need one for
Mine
him.
is C is for Cookie. That's good enough for me.
I heard
No
you
problem,
play that,
Gamer.
I
Much
think, the other
appreciated.
night.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did. Oh, you want a Blue Yeti? Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
go ahead.
popped into your stream a little bit last night. It was around the time you were messing with Hash with that song. It was around that time, and I stayed in there for a little bit, and you know, 'cause sometimes I'll come to your streams, and I just won't say anything. I'll just hang out and chill and just
I was
enjoy
waiting for you
your.
to come in and say hi so I could hit that. That's why I was busting your balls at the end of the stream
Yeah,
last night.
yeah, I watched
And
that
I
clip.
said,
That
we
was
didn't
funny.
see CJ in here. I'm pissed.
What's up, Imperial Gamers up in the house?
Beautiful
Who
basket is
the
here.
hell cares?
What's up, Gaming for Life? How you doing, man? Thank you so much for that $5 dono, and Brett for hitting that support membership. Appreciate y'all. We got the wonderful, big time Benzo Effect on the show today. He's linked down below if you are not a member of Benzo, which I'm sure everybody here is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, he is linked at the top of my description, guys. I meant to say that too myself.
100,000 subscribers he's at.
Oh, has he got his YouTube button yet? Did you ask him?
I don't think he's got that, but he's got his check mark.
Yeah.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. I went back and watched some of Cookie's stream, and he was in Cookies' chat, and man, I'm looking at
That's
that
got to
check
feel
mark,
so great,
right? Like he did it, man. Got the fucking check
man.
mark next to his
You know,
name.
when I first started watching Benzo, he was at like 20K.
Oh wow, yeah.
He was at 20K when I first started watching Benzo. He was around 20 to 25K, and then I started that year. I think I started that year because I worked on. I wanted to make sure I had it down modding before I did any videos. And when I did my first LSP4 video, I was nervous as all get out. I remember my knees were shaky when I was doing the video, and it was how to install LSPFR 0.4.2, I think. And I think I came in the scene right about when 0.4.1 was going out, when it outdated. And that was the very first and last update that I ever got stuck not playing because I didn't back up my game. From then on out, I had my game backed up, man. I had it backed up.
Let's see. Benzo's got a little bit of a different background going on.
Yeah.
Oh, was that? Oh, yeah. That's just office
okay.
setup. Yeah. How's it going, guys?
What's up, man?
Good. How's it going there, Jeffrey and CJ Cooks? How you doing?
Pretty
Matthew?
good.
Good.
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
We were talking about your 100,000 journey, man. Hitting that 100,000. I saw your check mark yesterday in the chat
Yeah, man.
the stream, and I got to ask, what first off, of course, how does it feel? And does it feel any different? Is there anything that's happened already that is just, it's different because of the 100K?
It felt good, to be honest with you. As soon as I hit the 100K, it was like a big weight, lifted off my shoulders. It's like a huge milestone. You finally reach it. It was a really good feeling, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It was a hard grind. I mean, you're talking 7 years. 7 years and 3 months. So it took a long time, to get to that. Finally achieve that, because LSPDFR, I mean, a lot of you guys already know this, is such a tight niche group.
Yep.
Most people that play LSPDFR, if they go watch a live stream and whatnot, they recognize the same names over and over and over again.
Yep.
With the exception of maybe people that are overseas, like doing UK streams and things like that. But some of the top streamers, say like Jeff or Jeff Fabiano or Steve the Gamer, they started way before me, like what I mean, way before me, I'm talking almost 7 years before me,
Yeah.
if you really think about it,
man.
as LCPDFR. And then the LSPDFR, I think Steve was doing it about 6 months before me, before I actually got on, into YouTube. And so to answer your question, I would say a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders. It took about 3 days to get a verification check mark. They had to wait for their analytics to pick up before, that they can, fully analyze your YouTube channel. Because one, they're looking at, have you reached 100,000 subscribers? Two, is it, they look for other things, like your logo, your banner on your channel. Make sure that you haven't spammed your way to get to the top to 100K. Make sure that you have original content. Make sure you're uploading regularly. So I'm guessing a human reviews that, and then they just go forward with that at that point.
I see. That's
But
good to know. Like, I didn't know
yeah,
that was the.
mhm.
I just thought you hit 100K and boom, you get this check mark next to your name. But you're saying there's a process.
A
There's an
little
actual
bit.
process behind it.
Yeah, it took about 3 days, roughly, maybe 2 days, around there.
Did you get your button yet?
No, you mean the plaque?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
So you have to apply for that too. They don't just send you one. You have to
really?
request it. And it's not like a big process. It took an extra week to even get the prompt to allow me, to register for the plaque. But I will tell you this: I was about to shit my pants because I started registering for it, and it got all the way to my name, my address. No big deal. But then it got to the shipping. I was like, don't tell me they're going to charge me shipping for this bitch. And luckily it was $0. So hopefully it'll be here in about
If
maybe
you want it,
3
you got
weeks
to
or
pay
so.
for it.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were going to start doing. It's like, hey, if you really want this, we started a new thing, and you got to pay, $16.50 or something. It's like, no.
Are you gonna have the plaque in your background, Benzo, where everybody can see it when they come to see you live?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. It,
I'd put it
was
right back in that chair, man. Right in that chair behind you.
just sit it in the chair.
There you go.
No.
Sit in the chair.
Is this a green screen of your office, or is this just a?
No, that's my office. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got a little blur to the background, but at least it looks a little cleaner. You can see there's no clothes in the ground right now that you can see.
You just didn't you say you were rearranging your office or something like that? I thought I heard you say it in one of your videos.
I've rearranged it like 5 times. I got to still do more, make it look like more of a gaming setup. Right now, it looks like a damn lounge room or something.
It's always cool to break everything down and then build it back up and see what you can do different. I mean, I've got an L-shaped desk that I've got on myself on. I've got a big desk behind me my wife bought for me. The L-shaped desk was actually bought for me by Fester, one of our subscribers around here. He's bought me quite a bit of stuff in this game station, and I just, if I had a bigger space, I would expand out, and I would probably have another L-shaped desk, because I eventually want to go from a 2-monitor setup to a 3 or 4 monitor setup. I've got the 2 4Ks in front of me right here. But man, I'd definitely love to have that. At least just a third monitor, even if it's just like a 20-inch, whatever, just something small. I can stand up vertically and read my chat like that, so.
Oh yeah, the vertical monitor. I mean, it's like a necessity,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you start getting people, which I'm blessed to have right now. We got a lot of people in chat right now. And when you start seeing those names scrolling up, and especially when you start getting older, you can't see very well, so you have to enlarge it. So it's right next to me, and so it's a nice feeling to be able to read those.
Yeah, I know when you go live, man, you have like 130, 40, sometimes almost 200 people watching you when you're live. Sometimes it's crazy. Like I don't know how you keep up with it, man.
It's hard, man.
It is hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is definitely hard.
People in your chat the night you hit the 100,000, your chat was just popping, man. There were so many people.
Yeah.
It was a good feeling, man.
Ace Pilot coming in there to say congratulations. That was pretty
cool.
cool.
Ace did?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Ace is a good guy. And over the last, I think it was over about a week after that, we had Jeff Fabiano pop in and to say congrats. And then Steve the Gamer popped in and he said congrats. You know what I mean? It's a good feeling that, the people that you watched way before I started doing YouTube, and I took a lot of momentum from Steve because Steve the Gamer, I flat out asked him, before I got into LSPD4, I said, how do you do this? you know, and he said, well, you got to move forward. You got to start. And one thing he did impress upon me is you got to do your own research. And so that's what I started doing. So it kind of became more of a side passion.
Yeah. You just got to, and you got to figure out a way to not just stand out from everybody, because there's so many of us doing the same kind of stuff out there, so it's you
Mm-hmm.
gotta find a way to stand out, and you gotta find a way to you know be seen, but one of the questions I was going to
Yeah.
ask was, who is it that comes into your chat? Because still to this day, when you come into my chat, it's like a superstar coming in my chat, I swear to God. After working with you at SLRP and all the shows that we've done together and all the work we've done together, when I see you come into the chat, it still feels like a celebrity coming into the chat, And so, who is it for
Mm-hmm.
you that when they come in? I know you said Steve the Gamer, that's fucking huge, and Jeff Avenano and
Yeah.
Tyler. Are those the guys that when they come into your chat, you're like, holy shit, like
Oh yeah.
they're
And,
here?
I know y'all have seen him before. I know you have, Jeffrey and CJ, and probably Cookies as well. The salon guy,
Oh
I
yeah, the
mean,
Yeah.
salon guy, yeah,
he's a cool guy. Now he's not
he
really
is.
known for gaming, but he loves this kind of content. He
He's
loves
hardcore
LSPDFR.
gamer, man. He loves
Yeah.
LSPDFR and what we do.
Yeah, he's totally different from what we do. He cuts
Oh yeah.
hair. He's
Yeah.
a hairstylist,
And
and
he's got
yeah,
no
he
hair.
comes to our chats all the time, man, showing
He's a
love.
cool guy, man. I like
He
it.
is.
He's got 1 million subscribers and he pushes out content all the time. Now, he's a
Mm-hmm.
good example of, someone who has 1 million subscribers, but he doesn't really care if his videos only get, say 1,000 views. He puts
Mhm.
out another one. He doesn't let that hold him back. He just keeps on going.
Yep.
And if you looked at his trailer on his YouTube channel, you should check it out. If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
Yeah, his
Because
trailer.
he's had some,
Yeah.
he's been on TV, he's been all kinds of stuff, and PewDiePie,
Yeah.
Oh
has
yeah,
mentioned him,
David Dobrik, all them,
yeah.
David Dobrik's
So
whole crew, and yeah, he's met some celebrities,
He
and he was one of
he's
the guys that
literally is a celebrity
built
salon
his
guy. Is he
brand,
really
built his
is.
brand from the ground up. This is somebody that didn't just get shit handed to him. He like built his shit from the ground up. So that's respect for that. That's hard work, man. It is hard work to, like you said. I mean, 7 years to go from 0 to 100,000 subscribers.
yeah,
It's huge, and it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of work
Hey, Tom,
while
how we doing? I'm not gonna say
being a
last.
father, a husband, a
Fitzpatrick.
full-time, more
I hope
than
I said that
full-time
right.
with overtime,
How we doing?
right?
Welcome,
oh yeah,
welcome, welcome.
It's
Hope
not
everything's going well.
easy when you have that
mm-mm.
all those other
Welcome.
aspects that you have to keep going with. It's tough.
It is.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I'm not going to downplay it. I, it became kind of like a passion of mine, a long time ago. Now, I've made a lot of, good improvements over the years, obviously, but when you first start off doing this, it gets rather discouraging,
Mm-hmm.
when I first started out getting, maybe 10 views, maybe 1 or 2 likes, and that's it. So it's a lot of trial and error, and it's a lot of getting pissed off, at YouTube, usually YouTube, right? But you have to kind of learn the YouTube algorithm. You have to learn how YouTube works. And then most importantly, and you guys already know this, but we still make mistakes, is learn how the YouTube viewer works. And that
Mhm.
means they don't want to hear drawn out shit. They want to hear right straight to the point. They want to know what the video is
Mm,
going to be about. I still make mistakes. I love to talk, but I had to
Yeah,
cut that shit out of my videos. I had to trim them down. I had to get straight into action. I had to, all these other things. And so I'm still learning. But most people that watch LSPDFR, they don't got time to watch you, get dressed. They don't have time to watch you drive somewhere to get on patrol. They want to see the start of a patrol, almost like a live PD episode. You know what I mean?
yeah.
yeah.
So
That was
that's the way you have to
me.
treat it.
That was me when I started my channel, dude. Something as easily installing keep the doors open, a 38-minute tutorial, and it was just, so I've definitely worked on that a lot, and I could probably work on it some more, but it's but you're right. I mean, people they wanna just get in it and go. And when you were talking about making mistakes, dude, today, CJ, I didn't tell you today I was going to do a video, and OBS had an update. So I clicked update. Let me update it. Yada yada yada. So it updated, and I keep my OBS on another monitor. I'll hit start recording, and I'm working on my main monitor. And then I got the video all recorded. Pull up my editor, drag the video, drag it into my editor, and I put it in to preview it. And what I didn't realize is that for some reason, OBS, after it updated, blacked out my screen capture source.
Oh
The
no.
whole video
Oh no.
of doing a tutorial was a black screen and just me talking. So that whole fucking video is just, it's done. I'm just gonna have to redo it, and it pissed me off.
Oh my
so
gosh,
much.
dude, that
Well,
sucks.
there's a you know, if you guys got an OBS update, just watch out for that. It pissed me off, man.
Script Took V is updated.
Hey, y'all know Gaming for Life, right? He's in the chat right now.
G4L, yeah, man.
He's over here.
Love
Yeah,
watching that guy.
So good tutorials. He's learned a lot of things over the years too.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got some good content, and he draws a strong crowd too. When he goes live, that dude draws a strong crowd, man.
Yeah, he's up there over 50,000. He's halfway there. Halfway there. And hey, what's up, Doug? Got Doug 1637. He said I learned that the hard way too. Yeah, sucks. Angel up in the house. What's up, Angel? But yeah,
I didn't know it updated.
What, Script Took?
I didn't know it updated.
Yeah, I got to figure out why. I tried. I put everything in, and the game loaded up, and I'm getting the infinite loading screen.
Do you have scripttookv.net installed?
Mm-hmm.
Take out your scripttookv.net.asi.
Yeah, take that out.
Yeah.
Well, then none of the scripts can be used.
Yeah, that's right. But if you're a Patreon of Benzo, you can figure it out.
Yeah, I think I went over that with you, Jeffrey. Didn't I go over that with you? But the ASI managers through OpenIV. You have to, but you can't do it now. You'd have to, uninstall those and then reboot your PC, reinstall the ASI managers, but leave ScriptTookV installed before you reboot, and then reinstall your ASI managers after a reboot, and then it should work technically.
It's like, is it a temporary? You said it's a temporary fix, right, Benzo?
It is, and sometimes I can get into the game about 3 or 4 times before it starts giving me the kick out method again. It's like shit.
So you got to do that like all over again. Now, who's I don't want to say responsible for it, but who needs to fix their code to get that to work? Is it Rage? Is it LSPDFR? Is it Rockstar?
They're going back and forth, man. They're going back and forth with it. They are. They just don't. Those two, they just for some reason don't get along. I don't know what it is if they're butting heads, but ScriptTookV.net and Rage. They just one of them has to fix it. I'm gonna almost say it's Rage because I talked to the guy at ScriptTookV.net and I went and used ScriptTookV.net on a clean copy GT5 with Simple Trainer, a few scripts in my folder, no Rage plugin hook. The game fired right up, right? But at the minute that I use it with Rage, it crashes. So it's got to be either something along the lines of Rage plugin hook or LSP. I'm almost betting it's probably Rage plugin hook.
Could be.
Yeah, they argue back and forth. And Cookies is gonna say something. Go ahead, Cookies.
No, I just was gonna say, yeah, that's probably what it could be, especially if it's not kicking him out, once he does a clean copy with no Rage. Could be.
Yep, that would more than likely it's gonna be the reason. More than likely, they just don't like each other. The Rage hook and Script hook.
We all just got to get along.
Can we all just get along?
Yeah, let's fucking go.
So I did want to bring up a plugin. I actually talked to Benzo about it last night when he was in my chat. The new body cam script. I don't know if anybody has played with it yet.
Actually, you just dropped the video on it, didn't you, Benzo?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played with it a little bit. It seems pretty good. Cookies, go ahead and tell people about it.
Yeah, I mean it's really nice. It was just released 2 days ago or something like that.
It's a new body cam plugin.
Yeah, it's a new body cam plugin. It activates when you turn on your stage 3 lighting. ELS.
Still using the old one.
Well, this one
turns on when you activate your stage 3 lighting. It turns on.
So it does a whole bunch of different things. Yes, that is one of the
Really?
many things that it does.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, so it activates when you also pull out your gun from your holster. It activates, plays the sound. Turns on when you.
Like.
Okay.
No, I was gonna say like the beeping sound. It does like the actual Axon beeping sound. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. Stage 3 lighting as well. Trying to think what else it does. Trying to look here.
Who made it, Cooks? Who came out with that plugin?
Sergeant Nighthawk.
Yeah, Sergeant Nighthawk.
Oh, the same guy that did the old one, like he just updated it.
I'm not sure which one he did before that. But,
So I have the old body cam. I did a first person body cam patrol last week live, and
oh, you mean the real body cam, like the overlay?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, that's by Sebo and Scars.
yeah.
So
That's who it is.
It's
Yeah.
more of an RP immersion with sound. Like you may have seen some body cam footage, like if they put their lights on, stage 3 lighting, or if they take their gun out of their holster, it turns on the body cam. But it's all sound related. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's not. It's a small plugin, but it has a lot of potential that it could be bigger.
And exactly. I mean, it's beta right now, so maybe a couple of months down the road, even if that, he might even add something similar to that. Who knows? It's got a lot of potential. It's in beta right now,
but it's available for download and use, right?
Yeah, it's right on LSPDFR's website under scripts and plugins.
Check that out.
It's called Axon Signal.
Yeah, Axon Signal.
Check that out.
I saw Cooks. I saw you showing your setup last night during your stream. I went back and watched. I usually go back after patrol. I'll go out and, hey, Arctic Viper and Christian Gamer, what's going on? I'll go out and I'll have a couple prayers and kind of go back and watch people's streams. And I saw yours where you had you were showing your setup there, man. Your setup is looking fucking amazing, man.
It is.
Getting there.
It's got monitors like a dispatcher, dude.
It's got more than I do.
Yeah.
It's got like 4 monitors.
Yeah. Yeah, he's destroying me in the monitor game, man, for sure. That's cool, though. Yeah, look at him. Jesus.
Instead of dispatcher.
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. How many monitors you got, Cooks? 4?
Telling you, there's 15-year-olds out there that would
5.
Hell for
Dude,
that.
they would kill to have that set up.
Oh God, would they?
I only
give
have
their left nut.
I only have 4 ports on the back of my graphics card though, so the 5th one's plugged into this PC.
You got 2 PCs running? So do you have a 2 PC streaming setup like I do? Like you got the. Now how are you running? How do you do yours? Are you doing yours with a capture card? Because I've got mine running with a capture card.
I don't have a capture card yet.
Because see, my gaming PC, I've got. Go ahead, Cooks. Go ahead.
The only thing that this one's being used for right now is for my chat. That's literally it.
Oh, okay. Because see, mine, the way mine's set up, I got the HD60 capture card, right? I've got the one built into the gaming PC back here, and then I've got the external one that I bought a few years ago, and the gaming PC runs into the input of that one, and then your 2 outputs go into the back of your streaming PC. That initially sends a signal from the gaming PC to the streaming PC, and then you've got to go into your OBS or Streamlabs, whatever you're using, and set up a screen for that particular gaming PC. And I've got it labeled as game screen, so if I turn it on, it'll show my main screen over here. Right now, this is actually on my streaming PC, which is why I'm using my other camera instead of my main one.
Yeah, I don't have a capture card yet. I plan on getting one.
Yeah, 2 PC streaming setup, man, it really takes a lot of the weight off of your main PC. I've not had any, like before I started doing the 2 PC streaming setup, I had so many issues with streaming, man. And since I have swapped over, I have not had one single issue streaming, man. It's been smooth.
Yeah, that's true. OBS, I mean, it's a great program. Don't get me wrong. That's one of the top #1 types of programs to stream, but it's very taxing, especially when you start adding extra elements into your scene. Like most people will have at least 2 or 3 different elements into a scene. Some of us have over 10. It's very taxing on one computer unless you have a real beefy system. But if you've
Mhm.
got a second streaming PC, like say an Elgato, capture card, then you could use, that PC to just take the weight off of that, and then use your main PC for gaming. Why not? For the
Yeah,
graphics.
well, see, and that's what I didn't understand is I was having so many issues. Kaka, thank you for subscribing to the channel, man. Appreciate that, man. That's why I didn't understand because my PC back here, I've got an i9-12. It's got an MSI motherboard. It's got 32 gigabytes of RAM and a 3090 graphics card. So I don't know why I was having the issues I was having. It was just would not do it. I don't know what it was, but I'm glad I went 2 PCs because it's done me a lot of good, a lot less stress.
Yeah, it's a lot better that way.
Mm-hmm.
That'll probably be my next step is getting a second PC set up. I noticed Benzo, since you on your climb up to 100K, have you gotten any offers from people to partnership with any PC equipment? I know Juju Energy and all them people, they'll partner up with somebody with 6 subs if they if
I
they
did get
have it.
a great email from Shadow Legends. No, I'm kidding. Shadow League Legends. No, actually, I got those back when. I think anybody could pretty much get those. I'm not knocking them because a lot of big YouTubers have done Shadow. Was it Shadow League Legends? Is that what it is?
Yeah, the one that's like, oh, it's really like the
Yeah.
ad. It's not different from the ad. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure I've never even bothered to use them. To be honest with you, it's kind of hard to differentiate between the real sponsors and the the fake ones,
I bet.
because I have a email set up through the about section on YouTube, like most of us do,
Mhm.
and I'm getting spammed, by these fake companies. But I was getting that way before 100K. I get those all the time. They're trying to get me to promote different really big games like AAA games. And I'm like, that sounds way too good to be true. And I go,
OnlyFans,
and then I go read.
P-Hub, all that,
Yeah,
right?
P-Hub, it'd be different. But if it was like legit, I was thinking it was legit at first, but then I went to Reddit, and then there's probably 100 posts, same thing that I'm getting. It's like these are not real people, or real companies.
Right.
So I think I'm gonna have to probably reach out to some of these companies, and then start the process there. You know what I mean? That way, I'm already getting that direct communication within the company instead of allowing them to contact me, because there's too many spammers.
Well, you get your own
Yeah.
YouTube guy now though. At 100K, you get your own
Like your own
assistant,
YouTube agent?
Supposed
right?
supposed to. I haven't really bothered with that. What is I forgot the name of those people that they're the liaison between you and YouTube. They're the marketing
They're like a
type. Yeah.
mediator type person,
Yeah.
right?
Now I had that back when I was 40,000 subscribers. Highly suggest that you don't do that. If you're trying to make it on YouTube, don't do what I did. They take 10% anyway, and some of these other big companies take 20%. So it's kind of up to you guys, but I try to stay away from that because they take your earnings and they don't really do anything for you. They don't promote you like they say they do. And I made a big mistake using them for like 2 years, 3 years.
Wow.
And so I
And
try not
YouTube
to do that.
bumped up their share too, right? Didn't YouTube bump up their share now?
As far as I know, it's supposed to be still 30%.
Is
You
it
know,
30? My son was telling me it went up to
yeah,
40 or 45, or
I
it's
have to look at
going
that.
to, or something like that.
Yeah. And then I got a
So,
buddy named Sean, socials. He's constantly asking for contracts. I'm kidding, Sean.
yeah, he was, yeah, Socials was just over here. He said, you must be running out of gas. You keep bringing this guy on.
I know. I've known Sean for a long time, long time.
Yeah,
And
no,
but he does help a
Benzo's a
lot
good
behind the
regular.
scenes. He helps a lot with Instagram and stuff like that too. So
Oh, nice. Is he like
yeah,
I don't want to get into your
yeah.
business here, but is he like an assistant in a way?
No, he would never. If I called him an assistant, he'd probably
He'd
beat my
quit tomorrow.
ass. Well, first of all, he's 6'6" or whatever the hell he is, and he's a big dude.
Do you know him in real life? Is he the guy that you were talking about? You talked about him in one of your videos. I don't know. There was a guy that you said you work with.
I
You were
know
talking.
I don't really work with him, but I just known Sean for over 20 years. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, and he's a good guy. he lives in Florida. So, but you know, we've played games together, you know, since I've been married. You know, it's a long time. And so, but he's a good guy, and he does offer to help a lot. He knows a lot about stuff behind the scenes, and he knows a lot about technical stuff, a lot about stuff that I don't know about. And usually, I, you know, ask him, you know, how to do these things, and he knows how to do it. So
That's pretty cool. You got to have people in your corner and you know, while you grow, and you know,
Yeah.
it's just it's just an awesome thing to have. Just people that know different departments and stuff that you don't know, right? And
yeah,
you know, did you notice a jump when Jeff Favinano, when he shouted out your channel and was telling people about how your mods and that helped him? Did you notice a big spike in your
yeah, I tell you, it was a good, you know, it's almost like like I don't know how to describe it. It was about 3 weeks before that, before Jeff even, you know, gave me a shout out, for example.
uh-huh.
I got a huge surge in subscribers, and so that was nice to kind of like a slingshot, you know.
Yep.
And that's what happens with YouTube is if you get a little bit of momentum, anytime you get a momentum, you got to, you know, keep pushing, and then hopefully you get a really good little bit of content out there that people take notice in. And it just happened to be perfect timing with a good short that I released. It was just crazy. You guys would just flip your shit if you realized how many freaking subscribers that I got from one short. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, it was around winter break or Christmas break. So I had that going for me. A lot of people were at home. And then I was watching Jeff Favignano doing his flight simulator, 7-day live stream
I
doing
watched
flight.
that. I was popping in
Yeah,
and out of that
so
too. It's crazy.
I did the same thing, and I've known Jeff for a while, and we talked through Twitter on a rare occasion, but we would talk through Twitter, and then he saw me in there, and it was just perfect timing, Jeffrey, that I just happened to be there, and he reached out to me and said, "Hey, I want to get back into LSPDFR. Can you shoot me over what's in, you know, that is not outdated, what plugins work, you know, these kind of things." He goes, "I'm out of that scene. I need to kind of know. If you wouldn't mind helping me out with that." And then I put together a fucking book, a War and Peace novel for him, you know, with all these links and stuff, you know. But it took about an hour and a half to even put it together. And then I sent it to him through Twitter, but I had to link it to my Gmail, you know, because it was too big to link. Twitter
Right.
wouldn't allow me to
Yeah.
post it. So I had to link that document basically. And so I used that document. So it's kind
It
of
had
good.
to have been fucking crazy though, dude. You're sitting here writing
Yeah.
this book for Jeff Favinano, man. Like that's huge, man.
Yeah.
That is
And
huge.
and the good thing about it was he's already done it before. So you could talk to him on a different level than a regular tutorial. So you just, you know, go straight to the meat and bones of it and tell him exactly what mods work, which ones don't work, which ones are great, which ones suck,
Yep.
which callouts are good, which callouts are working, which callouts suck. Stay away from these. Use this, use that. That's what he wanted. He wanted straightforward, you know. He's a busy
Yeah.
man. He don't have time.
That's right. There's Salon Guy right there. What's up, Salon Guy? How you doing, man? We were just talking about you. Good things, of course. Mostly.
I was gonna say it was good.
Hey, doing, Slime Guy.
It was
We were
mostly
just
good
talking
things.
about you, Slime Guy. Back it up about 30 minutes. Talking bad about you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Cookie's just saying what kind of, you know, loser you were. I'm totally kidding. Totally
He
kidding.
wanted the same hair as you.
Yeah, Cookie
Loves
said
your
he was going to shave
hairstyle.
his head. He said, you know, I really want to do an honor for the Salon Guy. I want to shave my head in honor for him and also Benzo, you know, because, you know, I'm bald as hell. You can't tell from the hat, but I'm bald as hell. So I'm going to do an honor
with a
of
beard.
Benzo and the Salon Guy. I'm going to shave my head. Right, Cookies? Come on.
Sure.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure we're clear.
I'm not far behind. I'm losing. Every time I go to the barber, I got less and less hair right here in the front. And I tell my wife one day I'm going to come back from the barber and shit's just going to be shaved off. It's just going to be shaved off because I'm not going to be, you know, nothing, no offense to those guys. Some guys can pull it off. I just don't think I can. That Bozo the Clown, bald right here, but hair all around the side.
I
Anybody
can't
ever watch
complain, man.
Scrubs?
I'm 45 and I got a head full of hair, so I can't
Shut up.
complain.
Yeah, I don't
I
want to hear
got,
that. Hey, CJ.
I got my bangs
don't
are
wanna hear that.
like. I really thought because I've worn hats my whole life, and my dad always told me, he said, "Man, he said, son, if you keep wearing those hats, you're gonna go bald by the time you're 30." Which I do have a bit of a bald spot back here from wearing hats and bandanas my whole life.
Uh-huh.
But that's kind of why I went from reverting to wearing my bandanas over my head to around my forehead. One, because I have a big forehead, it needs to be hidden. Nobody wants to see a 5 head. And, you know, another thing is because I want to keep my hair as long as I possibly can. So, yeah, sorry, Jeffrey, but
It's okay. Jenny put a knife in my chat. She'd fucking kill me if I ever came home bald with a beard. Listen, some guys can pull the shit off, man. I think I could.
yeah.
I think I could put no comb over hash. No. Mike B just dropped the $10 super chat. Like Sean, I have the honor of knowing Benzo in real life. He's truly a great guy and a great friend. So happy for him that he got the 100K subs. He truly deserves it. I agree with you, Mike
Yeah.
B.
Yeah, Mike is a
agree
good
with you.
guy.
That
So if you
fucking
guys,
dude's loyal. He is
oh
loyal.
my
He
God,
As they
is.
come, man.
Mike B. So just to kind of give you a really quick backstory. So I know y'all don't want to spend time doing this too much, but I had known Mike B. at least 4 years prior to him telling me he was going to be coming to Dallas, Texas, and he was going to do some site touring. So he asked, "Hey, you want to meet up?" I said, "Yeah." You know, we met up and had some lunch together. Went out to the Dallas Star and Frisco, Texas, and it was good to see Mike. You know, in person. You know, we got to kind of just shoot the shit for, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, something like that. Yeah, Mike B's a good guy.
He is.
So he's one of the only ones I can say that I've actually met, you know, that are watching, that actually watch the channel and stuff like that in real life, you know.
He's the type of dude that if somebody was in chat going, Benzo fucking sucks, Mike B would be like, your mother fucking sucks, you piece of shit. He would just go off on him, man.
He would.
I love his tenacity, man. Mike B's
Yeah,
a
Mike
great
B's a
dude.
good
And a
guy.
Bills
He's
fan.
very outspoken, Mike is. He's very
Yeah.
outspoken.
Thank you, Mike B. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much, man. Mug, your taste buds need help. CS Mug? Who? Oh, Pepsi. They're arguing that Pepsi's better than Coke.
Oh, Lordy.
Pepsi. Yeah.
That has been an ongoing debate since the start of the pandemic. I'm
What
just
do you
saying
think?
in my
What do you
channel.
think?
Who?
Cooks, what do you think? Coke over Pepsi or Pepsi over Coke?
That's
I've got
actually
a
great
formula. Actually,
I don't know. I'd have to say Pepsi, to be honest with you.
Pepsi? Okay. What about you, Benzo?
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not the right pigmentation to drink Coca-Cola. If you don't know what I mean by that, then you need to look up what happened to Coca-Cola with them doing presentations saying how to be less white, you know. So I started buying Coke a long time ago, although I'm kind of guilty. I've got one over there, but kind of guilty. But if I was to take an actual taste, I would have to probably say Pepsi. That's what I'd say.
Yeah. It's weird. All right, hear me out now. And y'all might agree with me, but I think, you know, the old-fashioned glass bottles, Coke is like the one.
Yeah.
A cold glass
Yeah.
bottle Coke. Now you talk about
You're
pouring
right.
it in a glass with ice, Pepsi all day. In a can, Pepsi, but nothing beats a cold Coke in one of those old-fashioned bottles, man. It's just, I don't know, something about it just hits different, you know?
Yeah, I had to agree with that. It's hard to find bottles,
Yeah,
you know,
it
but
is.
yeah, a cold, bottled Coca-Cola is actually really, really
Out of
good.
like the fucking
Yeah.
commercials where they're pulling it out of the tub of ice and it's just,
Yeah, those are good.
just dripping. Oh, God.
I remember when I was a kid, man, you go into the gas stations and you get you a bottle of Coke, and up at the counter they had a top popper, right? And you put your Coke, you buy the Coke, and you pop the top off of it and walk out the store with it, man, and drink it.
I remember those.
that.
Remember the old
Yeah.
cigarette machines too?
I do. You pull the handle, yeah. They drop down, yeah. I remember those.
They had those things everywhere. As nightclubs, corner store, you name it. They were there, man. Hash said, "Well, no one
Yeah.
ever asked for a Jack and Pepsi." That's true. That is true.
Well, back then they wasn't worried so much about the whole 18 and over thing. They didn't worry so much about it back then because anybody could go, you know, and buy these cigarettes and you know, just, I mean, it was that easy. Nowadays, you go to a store, everything's behind the counter. You know, you have to show your ID if they ask for it. So I still get carded.
Do you?
I still get carded. Yeah, people still card me. I'm like, dude, I look at least over 30. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I think some of the stores say they ID at every age, like any age, you know. I guess if you're like 90 or something like that, they'd probably be like, "Eh, not gonna do that."
Yeah.
Well, Wegmans by law, they have to. Their rule is not by law, but by Wegmans rule. I don't know if some people in here. I know Cooks. I know you know what Wegmans is. It's our local grocery store. It's our big grocery
Mhm.
store, Wegmans, and by law, actually, they don't sell
Hey, Newman,
cigarettes
I'm pretty
anymore,
well.
but alcohol,
Pretty well, man.
they'll ID you if you look 90. It's their rule that everybody that buys alcohol gets ID'd. Crazy.
Well,
Or
because
even if
they
you
can
have a
get
can of air.
fined for that and lose their job or their license or whatnot. They can really
Well,
get in
it's
a lot of
not the
trouble for
law.
that.
It's not the law that you have to ID somebody that's obviously 90 years old, but it's a Wegmans rule that they're just like, no, fuck that. I don't care who you are. If you're fucking in a wheelchair, half blind, 120 years old, if you come in here and buy alcohol, we're IDing you. That's just
Yeah.
um that's their thing. Crossy, how you doing, bud? Yes, they do. JT says he's a recovering Pepsi holic. Anybody got any questions for Benzo? Go ahead and throw them in the chat and we'll try to get to them. And if we can't, I'll write down ones that I'll think he wants to be asked.
Yeah, absolutely. Another guy I think you guys should think about having on y'all's show eventually. I think he said it's about having some dental surgery right now, but later on is a modder by the name of Echo, ECHOOO.
Oh yeah. Yep.
He's
Echo.
done some really good mods lately,
Yeah.
and yeah, he'd be a good one. He's really active, so he'd be a good one to have on here.
He's actually one of my staff members in the Discord. Echo's cool as shit.
Same person? I didn't know
Huh?
that. Is it the same person? I didn't know that.
I believe it's the same. I believe it's the same guy. It better be, or else I'm gonna look
Is
stupid right now.
Yeah, it's the same person if he's in your chat right now.
Is what's his
Okay.
name still a part of your Discord, Jeffrey? Who made the seatbelt mod?
Oh,
there's I think Sebo. I think it's Sebo that
oh,
did
the one
one, but
after
there's a new one, yeah, that came out. I forgot his
No, it
name.
was a seatbelt mod, and then they've made a couple mods, but they were a part of your Discord
he
at one
was
time.
he was in the support.
What
Faya.
was his Faya? Yeah, is he still a part of your Discord?
No,
I meant to say Faya.
Yeah, Faya. He had personal things that he had to deal with, and he politely, professionally stepped down. He didn't leave on bad terms or anything like that.
It's always good when they do that.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hey, Letha, what's up, man? And Swifty is up in the house. What's up, Swifty?
Like, if people are going to leave my Discord, like if they're part of the team and they've been a part of the team for a while or however long they've been a part of the team or a member, and they just want to leave the Discord for whatever reason, I would rather them come to me and talk to me about it and just like a human being instead of leaving and, leaving a negative part of them behind. You know what I mean? Like saying bad things.
I agree.
Because people will do that. That's a big part of Discord. I don't know why it is, but, they have the old saying Discord drama. It's very true.
Oh,
but I would much rather someone, and I'll respect them a lot more if they just walk up and say, look, man, even if it's for the simple reason they don't like the people in my Discord, if they don't like my Discord the way it's ran, I'd rather you come to me and be like, look, man, I don't agree with the things that I don't want to agree with some of the things in your Discord. I don't agree with some of the rules. I'm just going to clear out of here. Okay, cool. I'll respect you way more for doing that instead of walking out and saying, oh God, these rules suck, the team sucks, they're all jerks, and I got banned for no reason. We've heard that 100 times. So.
And then troll your chat for 3 years because they can't get over it. Some people just it fucking kills me, But like you say, you're gonna have trolls no matter where you go.
That's it, man.
Arctic Viper says, Gigi, ask Benzo what happens when the Murder Kitty sound gets played by me when he's on Twitch.
AV?
Yeah.
Oh man, AV.
Harley, right? That's Harley.
Yeah, Harley. I'll tell you a quick funny story. This is a real funny story. When I do SLRP, I have sound alerts. And at first I thought, I'm going to be honest. At first I thought, if it's 25 cents, something like that to play a sound alert, it's actually, it builds up over time. You earn about $2 or $3, $4 per stream. So, but then I thought, it may come in handy for an actual alert. So somebody's donating. Sorry. Hey, thank you, Evan. Sorry, just one second, guys.
No, you're good.
No,
Welcome
you're
to the
good.
channel, Ian. I am underrated. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate the subscription. Echo, what's up, Echo? There's Echo right there in the chat. Echo's a
Okay.
good dude.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So, um, Arctic Viper, that's Harley, has played the sound alert. Now, granted, she'll tell you, she'll be the first one to be honest. She has scared my ass many, many times because it's a real, mountain lion sound. I mean, it's legit. Scared the shit out of me many, many times being out there in a traffic stop. She knows when to do it, where to do it, how to do it. And then she has saved my ass many times. It's like I've got my gun in my holster and we're just kind of out doing a traffic stop, which really shouldn't have your gun out of your holster on a traffic stop anyway, unless it's, needed. But she gets me on my guard and she saved me at least twice, maybe 3 times with that stupid little sound alert of the mountain lion. And I've managed to cap a couple of mountain lions because of her alerts.
Because of the alert. I've seen the panic tone get you a couple times.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez, man.
I
that
seen your
fucking
short where it
panic
was a
tone
Twitch
blows.
alert or something,
Jesus.
and the panic tone went off on your Twitch.
And he actually called
And
dispatch.
you called
Yeah.
it in.
Now, it does. I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't get me as much anymore. For one, they changed the panic tone alert sound. So if I go back and add that, I might add it back in for fun. But that YouTube short that I did, it was a legit thing. It's 2:00 in the morning. I added it in there. I was just throwing shit in the alerts. Didn't really think much about it. I was like, that sounds kind of cool. Threw it in there. I didn't stream on Twitch for a week later. And then you got to remember, 2:00 in the morning, your brain's not thinking what you did because I was running on
Right.
fumes at the time.
Yeah.
And then the stream happened, and I think it was Taco Killer, which is Matt. I've known Matt for a while, and he did this sound alert for the freaking panic alarm, and it was exactly the same one we were using in the server at the time. So that's where you see me radio and dispatch, and it was legit. It scared the shit out of me, and I was like, why isn't any deputies going to this? It's
Or
pissing
why
me
isn't
off,
there
and
a
then I figured
call?
it
Yeah.
out. I figured it out.
Yeah.
That was great.
Manuel said, "Tell Benzo to stop killing them kitties. They just want a hug."
It got to the point where Mark said, "Stop calling them murder kitties" over the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that many times, and Mark is
Not to
actually in
Benzo in
chat.
particular, but everybody was calling them murder kitties, and
Yeah, I know it kind of takes away from the RP elements and stuff.
Yeah,
Mark's
yeah.
in my chat right now. He's just donating.
Oh,
Thank
did
you,
he?
Mark. Yeah.
Mark's a good guy.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Mark, he likes to maintain, proper radio etiquette, right? So there's certain things that we got to do or say or not say, over the radio. Try to keep it as realistic as possible, But one thing Mark does stress, and Cookies and CJ, definitely Jeffrey, he knows all this, is keep it short and sweet.
Yeah.
So, like if you're on a traffic pursuit, if you're in secondary position, it should sound like you're reading a newspaper, short and sweet.
Yeah.
And you just give out locations, stay calm. I did a YouTube short on that as well. What it's like for a realistic pursuit. What is a pursuit like on a realistic
Hey,
5M
Chris
server?
Manuel, how we doing?
And so if y'all haven't had a chance to watch that, give it a look. Doug is in there. Luke is in there, and also Patrick's in there too. So we're right. I mean, that video is on point. We were on our game that particular one, and the guy we were chasing after, his name is Brett. Some of you guys may not know him. That's in the chat right now, like Jeffrey or Cookies or CJ. But Brett Van Miller, he hasn't been on the server in a long time, but he used to go on pursuit every fucking patrol. But it's always fun to chase after Brett because he knew how to drive like a bat out of hell, man.
I think I just watched that short of yours too about the realistic pursuit in 5M. I just watched that, I think, last night. Yeah.
I had fun making that. Those kind of things I love making because I enjoyed doing that patrol. It was a lot of fun. And I love, if y'all ever make shorts, make sure you go to the actual comments. Don't go to the description. People never read descriptions in the YouTube shorts. People don't give a shit. Go to the pinned comments and then say, something like, "Thank you for watching. and then go ahead and pin it because people are going to
that's a
ask you
good
anyway.
idea.
They're going to
That's a
ask
good
you where
idea.
did this come from? What live stream? And then you can link it.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Because
Oh.
I do my because me and Jeff were talking about how people don't look at the description on shorts, but there's a way you can see it. I mean, when you go to the short, like for me, if I'm on my phone, I've got the iPhone 11, so if I go to a short on my phone and I hold it down, if I hold down the short, a little black box will pop up and say description and then report post and all that good stuff, and you can click description and it opens it up. So, but yeah, that's a good idea. I might do that from now on.
I have one more thing I kind of talk about real fast. Y'all know who Jedediah is, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
See? He's famous. He's
Makes killer cart packs, man.
So, another thing, if you guys want eventually just an idea for Meet the Gamers, if Jed is down, I don't know how Jed feels about this, but I'd love to get him in here. He doesn't have to show his face. I mean, Opus 49 didn't show his face. He could turn his cam off, but I'd love to get Jed's opinion on things. He's pretty brilliant when it comes to modding. And he sent me over a lot of packs, sometimes during, for his Patreon releases. And so it helps me out, helps him out. We both get something out of it, and he's a good guy in general. And then plus he's 6'9",
Oh,
and he's
wow.
a UK police officer. Actually, I'm sorry, 6'11", right, Jen? Of course, I'm teasing with that. He is tall though, tallest police officer I ever heard about. But he's a UK police officer in real life, so you guys should check him out. Hopefully, he'll get in there.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I mean, it's not. We like to have people that have their camera on, because it's all about meeting the gamer. You hear him, you see him. A lot of people like to put a face with the person. Like G4L. I've watched so much of Gaming for Life's stuff that you just get curious to just know who the person you've listened to, watched for so long looks like. Same thing with Mark. When he showed his first time was at the Meet the Gamers LEO edition. Mark showed his face. He did a little face reveal right there in the camera, and it was
I'm gonna be honest, Mark looks younger. He looked younger than I thought he did, or sounded like.
Yes,
No
I
offense,
agree.
Mark, but I'm gonna be honest. I expected an older guy, and then he got this young face. I was like, damn,
he's more handsomer than I thought.
He looks younger than me.
He does. Actually, isn't? No.
Mark says he has a soul of a 72-year-old.
Yes, I say the same thing. My wife can't stand it when I'm walking around the house, cleaning up the house, listening to fucking Sinatra and the Rat Pack and all that. I'm just a huge
I
Ray
love
Charles.
Frank Sinatra, man.
Yeah, Ray Charles.
Love that music.
Just love old music. You'll never get it again. This shit is garbage.
No, that era's gone, man. That era's gone forever. It was a great, back when Ray Charles was playing. Man, he was the prime of his time, man. That dude was an amazing musician. If nobody out there's ever seen the movie Ray, played by Jamie Foxx.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie.
Oh my God, dude! And in the movie, Jamie Foxx wanted to know what it was like to really be blind, so he had the producers like glue his eyes shut with some kind of special glue that they could, of course, take off, obviously, but. Through the whole movie, his eyes are glued shut, so he could really feel what it was like to be Ray Charles.
What's up, man?
For them to pick him
howdy.
to play the young Ray Charles that he did such a good job. Like, he talked like him, walked like him. It was I went and seen it when it came out in theaters years ago, and Jamie Foxx is an amazing actor, man. He's great at what he does.
They left him for lunch one day, on the set. They forgot that his eyes were glued shut, and half the set went to go get lunch and just left him sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
I heard him say that in an interview once. Mark is over here talking so much shit right now. João Vitor, I'm talking about Brazil, sends a hi to the Brazilians. Hello, Juto, Chutao. Gus Fring, I'm just gonna call you that. If that's okay. Because I'm a huge Breaking Bad fan.
So I
What's
do.
your favorite show? Oh, go ahead, Cooks.
No, I was just gonna say. So I know someone asked this in my chat last night, and I know Benzo saw it. So someone wanted to know, and I'm sure a lot of people do want to know. I know you've already said it before on previous Meet the Gamers, but people want to know how Benzo Effect, like the name, became a thing.
Oh yeah, I'll talk about that real fast. So
The
a lot of
PG rate, the PG
the
rated.
PG rated,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll do the best we can. So the a lot of people know the term, you know, benzo is short for benzodiazepine, but it really wasn't based off that necessarily. But when I was in the ambulance, I've been on the ambulance in a long time, but when I was in the ambulance, we worked as, you know, medics, and we would have a lot of backward talk, you know, between me, the other medics. We had a lot of banter back and forth, and we would use keywords and cue words, you know, to describe an event. And a lot of times, we try not to do that. We never do it in front of patients. Okay, a good example of that is the word, and a lot of people know this in chat, is the acronym DRT. DRT is dead right there.
Right
So,
there.
and then I can't remember who suggested DRFT. I'll let you kind of guess what that means. But DRFT, you know, but regardless. So what we do is in the medical field, a lot of times we refer to as someone who was very blank faced, who was very zoned out, because I would go to calls, and a lot of times where people were either not really overdosed to the point where we had to rush them to the emergency room, but it was like more of a, like they're stoned or something. So a lot of times I would warn the other medics, and I would tell them, you know, it's a benzo effect, you know. So I like that. And then plus there's a TV show called Cabanero Effect. You know, Cabanero. If you haven't ever watched that, the Cabanero Effect, awesome show. It was more of it's a magician. They have things set up on scene, and Cabanero would pretend to be like a checkout cashier or whatever, and he would set up the scene, set up everything, and then he'd have real people come through, and then he would do like you know, magic, if you will, you know, a magician, right? He would do these things to these people as a prank, but it wasn't like malicious or anything. It's just the people were like thinking that, you know, like, what the hell am I watching? What is this? How am I? This guy, he has something floating here. Nobody can see this. And then, like, when someone would look over, like, for example, if he's doing a prank type of thing, it'd go back to normal. You know what I mean? So he had that. And I love Cabanero Effect. And so the word effect kind of came from that, mostly was that. So Benzo Effect came from that. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I never talked about this before either. I talked about it with Sean. Is that a lot of times your name on YouTube, if people look up your name on YouTube, I have this kind of goes against me, which kind of sucks, is the word benzo. So if you type in benzo, my name will probably pop up because of YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also what will pop up is, you know, how to handle benzodiazepine withdrawals. You know what I mean? I don't like to be associated with benzodiazepine withdrawals, you know, so it kind of sucks that my name is associated with a freaking drug. But
Yeah.
I built this name based off of the benzo effect, and who knows,
It's
maybe down the line,
because
you never know.
you're in the medical field though, right? So it's kind of it's fitting, and it's a one of a kind name. Like had I known I was going to stick with this and get as far as I've gotten, I might have made a little more effort in my name. I might have made a little more effort into my name. I don't know. I just didn't think I was going to stick with it and get as far as I gotten. But I mean, it's, you know, it's part of me now. I would never think about changing it now, but would I have thought of something a little more catchier, something a little more original? Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, it is what it is. But Benzo Effect, you hear it and you just know. You automatically know, you know, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say it right here and right now. I mean, it is nice. The plaque is always gonna say benzo effect, but don't be surprised maybe the next year or two if you see the word effect still in there, you know, because I like that. But it may have another first name. You never know. But I'll still always go by benzo as a
You think
reference.
so? What would you've got me interested
I
now.
don't want to give it away yet, but
on.
it is something really interesting. But we'll have to see how things go. I may just stick with it, you know. and maybe create a different channel, based on what I'm thinking about.
Okay. See, you're a gun. You're probably a gun owner, right? I see your shirt there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite? Let's say handgun. I'm looking for a handgun now. I recently just got my permit.
Well, the
Um,
Glocks are always good.
I've been looking at the Glocks.
Yeah, they have some smaller weapons as well. Different size weapons, different calibers. In Texas, we have to always think about, say, what will fit good around my waist. That's how we make our decision. Caliber is definitely up there because a person can live through several rounds, and so a 22, for example, is not a good self-defense weapon at all.
Right.
It's not. In Texas, we're allowed to carry, if you have the right type of, license and you're in the right circumstance, you're allowed to carry and things like that. At home, it's always the best weapon of choice is always the shotgun, and usually like say buckshot, birdshot, these kind of things. But nothing beats the sound at home is the good old cocking of the shotgun to get people's attention because that's universal.
Oh yeah.
Whether people speak Spanish, whether people speak German, it doesn't matter.
They hear that sound.
Is universal. That means stop where you are and run for your life.
It's bilingual, right?
And
it's a bilingual
and the
sound
same
right
thing
there.
happens in Florida. So, like I said, in Texas, we look for obviously guns, stopping power, but more or less what will fit inside my, the holster, what will fit
Yeah.
in the back of my pants.
So I take it you're a concealed carry. Is it hard to get a concealed carry in Texas? Like here in New York State, it's a bitch, man. You got a 40-page
No,
application.
in Texas, they hand it to you at birth. Actually, no, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. They have to do background checks and all that, obviously,
Stapled to your
but
birth certificate.
you can get through it pretty quick here in Texas and Florida too, from my understanding from Sean, is that you can get through the process really, really quick in certain states that are more licensed to carry.
Is
But
Texas a stand your ground state?
yeah,
Oh, they are. Okay.
yeah. In Florida, it's actually more so, but Texas, yeah, we've had that for a long time. You can protect one's property, you can protect your own property, obviously, but
Yeah.
It's a fine line, to be honest, because if you have someone that is on your property that shouldn't be there, or whatnot, if they're beating on your door, you have to be really careful how you approach that, because if you shoot them at the doorway, then it has to be, is it probable cause and those kind of
Right.
things. And of course, I would never suggest ever shooting someone and dragging them into your house. I would never suggest that. But yeah, I'm just saying, yeah.
To keep yourself out of jail. There was a guy in New York State that broke into somebody's house, went upstairs. She pulled out a gun and shot at him, missed him, but he fell down the stairs and hurt himself, fucked up his back pretty bad. This dude took her to court and won. Because he got injured after breaking into her house and falling down her stairs. He took her to court and won it, dude. I don't remember his name. I would say, hey, what's up, Mexican? I would tell y'all to go and like look it up, but it's absolutely true here in New York State. We are not a stand your ground state. There's people here that have gotten in trouble for shooting, even pulling their weapon out, even brandishing their weapon at somebody on their property in their house.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't the right circumstances, you can get in trouble for that. And I just think that's absolute. I'm sorry, but I'd rather deal with the courts than take a chance on you coming at my fucking family. That's just all there is to it.
Yeah, and just a little FYI, if people that live in Texas, I have a lot of people in Texas in my chat right now telling me where they're from. But if you have, say, license to carry, it doesn't really matter, concealed carry. You have to wear the proper clothing too, if you're wanting to keep it more concealed. If you have a open shirt, say a loose shirt, and you have a t-shirt on, and people can see your weapon that's maybe tucked away on the side or whatnot, and if you get into a physical or an argument with that person, if they already know that you have one, they can easily say you pulled it out and you pointed it at them, even without video evidence.
Right.
And if cops get there and they see that you are armed, that they're not making it up, that you do have a weapon on you, then you're in kind of he said, she said grounds. It kind of
Right.
sucks.
But see, that would just be. It's just bullshit, man. But at the same time, I'm just glad to have it and have that little extra security, for me and my family. Gamer J said I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. I like that. Mexican FlexNet 23-month membership, man. You're so close to that to the diamond one. Cowboy John, what's up, Cowboy John? And Doug says that's why we're moving to Arizona. Getting well, I don't want to say where he lives, but did you watch Doug's last tutorial? His revert video?
I know, I didn't see it. Was it like straight to the point, brutal?
Yeah. He messaged me last night and goes, go check out my last tutorial. Let me know how blunt that was. So I went and checked it out and I was like, oh my God. And he actually, in the video, he said something where he goes, I don't know, you can just name this your mama's big tits. And he was talking about renaming one of his GTA files. So I actually did that. And in my last tutorial, when I go into the main directory, one of my folders, my SLRP, my 5M folder is now named your mama's.
He said in the tutorial, your mama's big tits.
I'm telling you, gotta watch this. This video.
Oh
man.
my gosh.
I was dying.
Jesus,
I was dying
man.
when I was watching
Only Doug
this
would
video.
say that.
You got to check out when you get a chance after the show. Go check out that video, Doug. You're gonna get a surge of 37 watchers. 37
Everybody,
views on that
everybody
video.
go check out Doug's video. Doug1637. He's linked on my recommended channels down below, so make sure to check him out. And check
It
out
was
his
the
latest
revert
video.
video. Yeah, the revert tutorial. Clark Reed, what's up, Clark Reed? How you doing, bud? Got Clark Reed up in the house. I'm gonna. I hear little. I'm gonna just pop my camera off for a second. I just need to go grab a bottle of water. I'll be right back, guys.
All right, you're good.
You're good. So I gotta ask, favorite plugin from everyone. We asked this all the time. I don't know if it's updated yet to what it, a new one may be.
That's hard to answer though, man.
Favorite plugin of LSPD4.
That's hard to answer from. I mean, I got one, but it's still hard to answer. What about you, Benzo?
I'm sorry, what was the question? I was saying hi to Mexican in my chat.
Favorite plugin for LSPD4? What's your favorite plugin?
Well, I mean, come on. I mean, you can't play without it, CJ. Stop the ped.
Stop the ped.
Yeah, you have to. Okay, here's the thing: is that it's a love and hate relationship, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize this, and I hate to turn people off the mod, but it's server based. So it is on Bajojo's server. So I don't know why he has it like that. He has it linked to his server, so he can shut it off anytime he wants. He can say, F everybody and shut it off. He also does a checks version system on his server. So if for some reason there's a compatibility issue, it'll just turn off the mods. Same with Ultimate Backup, same with CompuLite, ALPR, everything. So he could shut his mods off just a blink of an eye. If anytime he gets to that point where he's fed up and decided, you know what, I'm moving on. LSPD4 is a waste of my time, and maybe he's not getting enough Patreon, members. Anything that could piss this guy off, he could easily just turn it off for you guys. And so that's one negative thing I have to say about that. Is
about which one? I'm sorry, I didn't.
Bajojo's mods.
Oh, okay.
Server's based, so he could turn it off anytime he wants, and I don't understand why it's like that. I don't get it. Even his moderators on his Discord feel the same way. You know what I mean? I mean,
he lost it is because if he did leave, and then shut him off, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, we would be, man, without Stop the Ped and Ultimate Backup, and especially the way they convert through like Grammar Police and stuff. You know what I mean? We can use Grammar Police with those plugins. They would just be, we'd be right back to vanilla without Bajojo. I'm telling you, man, we'd be back to pretty much vanilla. So
that's very true.
I would say Stop the Ped's probably my favorite as well. It goes hand in hand with the game, no doubt, hands down to that mod, man.
Absolutely.
What's your favorite graphics mod, Benzo?
Well, right now it's Visual Vanilla. Have y'all played with that yet?
I had somebody ask me if I could do a video on it. I've never tried it.
Yeah, it's to me it's a simple one. It's pretty easy to install. You can just pick the
Visual
folders that you
Vanilla.
want. And what I like about it is it adds just enough, contrast and richness to the game that it's not overwhelming. And it just, to me, it your frames look good, and it
Yeah.
makes the game really good, better than Visual V. And it's on par with, make visuals great again, but without the really severe dark nights. But to me, I think it
love
looks really
Make
good.
Visuals Great Again. That was my
Yeah.
first graphics mod.
So
Loved it.
Oh.
Would you compare it to
yeah,
Quant V?
yeah, I would say so. Now it's not as
Okay.
rich as maybe Natural Vision Evolved, maybe as rich as that, but it does have a lot of good quality to it. So I would highly recommend running, at least at the moment, if you want a good free one that is stable, keeps your frames high, you don't have to worry about lag, don't have to worry about logging into GTA 5 in story mode, alt tabbing, and then firing up Rage Hook, all that crap with the
Oh
MB
God,
shaders.
yeah.
Then Visual Vanilla is the way to go at the moment.
And they have it for 5. It's a 5M graphics mod as well. I see.
Yeah, you can do it in 5M.
Dude, I'm
gonna install
downloading it.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
I'm
it for my
actually making
5M. I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I'm making a copy. I have a no graphics mod, which it's a LSPDFR folder
Same
with
here.
all of my mods.
Yeah.
Every time I update my main one, I drop the same mod in this one. And then if
Mhm.
there's a new graphics mod I want to try, I'll make a copy of it and
Yep.
then I'll try that out. So I'm definitely gonna try that. Benzo's the second
Yo,
person.
Limitless.
And he's over 100,000
Go
subscribers,
back
so he
like
must know what he's talking about.
15
yeah.
minutes. Answer
Yeah,
the
I've
question
tried
from
them.
last
I've tried them
night.
all, man. Everyone you can imagine.
Gotta go back 15
from
minutes
the
in the
Quant
stream.
Vs
He
to,
answered the question for
Visual,
you. I thought you were
Visual
still in
V.
here.
The Natural Vision Evolved. I was Patreon over there for a while with Raised, and I had a conversation with Raised in his Discord. Why does the place lights look washed out, man? At I think it's 16 or 1700 hours.
Yes. Oh
It
God,
sucks,
yes.
man. And he had no good answer. He's like, I'm trying to correct it.
And the streetlight issue. That pissed me off so much, man, where
The
the
flickering street lights.
they would look so good as you're pulling up to them, but once you get like within like 2 car lengths from them, they'll switch and go back to like vanilla, like default streetlights. So it looked like the fucking Billie Jean video where when you're walking down the sidewalk, you got these fucking lights changing color as you're
Billie
passing
Jean.
by them. And it was just the most annoying. And it's been like that however long. What's NVE been out for 3 years now?
Something like
3
that.
years, something like that. It's been like that ever since the very beginning. It's been like that with those street lights. So, but I was a huge Quant V fan. I loved Quant V, and I was so heartbroken when all that shit happened with Quant V and the whole backdoor
Yeah,
issue.
I loved Quant V, man. I loved using it for the main reason because you could go down by the ocean like the
It had the
water and
menu,
adjust
yeah.
it had the menu. You could adjust the length. I mean the ripples in the water, the wave height. Like I had my water in the game looking so good.
Uh-huh.
And about the time I did that last video, the tutorial on my Police Academy playlist where I did it from like base mods all the way through OpenIV modifications. And it was about a month after I did that last one, man, is when I heard about, and I was like, man, that sucks. Because you want to use it, but at the same time, you don't want them to have, you don't want anybody to have that kind of access to your computer. I mean, if they can just come in and wipe your stuff out, why would you want to do that,
Yeah, he really screwed. I don't know why he would do that. I mean, he lost so many Patreon members. It's crazy.
Oh my
And then plus
gosh.
just the negative, bad taste in people's mouth to be able to, to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it was all over Twitter, man. They
it.
had it all over Twitter, man.
Oh, so they fixed it, the Quant V issue. Doug and everybody's saying it's fixed now.
Quant V is?
The newer versions are fixed, But
Oh,
just
wait a
it's
minute.
just that the main version a while back. I don't know what version it was. It was given that issue.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
He came to his
Everybody check
senses
it
and he
out.
took it out.
Good. The guy was making a lot of money. These guys make a lot of money
Oh, dude,
from this
how much
Patreon.
money? You want to know how much money that raised the guy who does Natural Vision Evolved?
How much?
Take a wild guess, Jeffrey. Just how
A
much
month?
per
Monthly or?
we'll say per year, we'll equal it out to be about that
Per
roughly.
year, I would say 80,000.
Multiply that by almost 10.
Get the
What?
no
No.
way.
Yeah. Take a look at his
$800,000.
Easy. It was over
A
$1 million.
year just on Patreon alone?
Oh my gosh.
That's his full-time job then. That's his
Fix your
full-time job.
fucking streetlights, dude.
Yeah, look at all you have to do is look at his Patreon. He had
Wow.
well over 10,000, at least at the time, 10,000
Makes
Patreon
sense.
members.
At
And in
$5
order
to $10 a pop?
yeah, in order to play with the mod, it was like, was it 10? Yeah, $10 to download it. Then he had other tiers on there, like $1. It was like $1, $3, and just to get the Discord access to the Discord name of being a supporter, but no one's doing that. You know that people are doing the Patreon to download the mod. And then they had higher tiers that were like 20 or 25, in order to get beta testing for the mod. So now you just multiply that 10,000 by, say $10.
Gosh.
You got your answer.
Holy cow, man. That's, more shit. More power to him, man. I mean, it's a beautiful mod, but yes, I don't like I don't like how it doesn't have the rage hook in it. You got to alt tab out and I did do that when you came up with that, the delay button and all that. That was fucking genius. So I did do that, but then that stopped working after a while, and then the streetlights just pissed me off to the point where, and I was getting texture loss, but I didn't know about this new mod, this that helps with texture loss. I forget the name of it, but
Oh yeah. The GTA source adjuster, I think is what it's called.
yes, something like that, where it's supposed to significantly help with
It
texture
helps a
loss.
lot.
So
It really does help a lot.
I still get raised. I'm partnered with Ray. Well, not partnered, but I get it for free every month. The NVE, and I'm still in the Discord. I still get the downloads for the graphics mod. I just I haven't popped them back in a while. Hey, Kangy, what's going on? When it said it would be, yeah. Why would he make it? Why would he make it for free if he's getting that much money? Holy cow.
Yeah.
If I was talented enough to make something like that people really would use, oh yeah, I'd be doing that.
But yeah, you're right.
I mean, he's making bank, but I mean, I'm not mad at it. It's just, I mean, it's rather silly. And I have another guy in chat, Echo actually. He's usually in the know with much of the stuff. He said it's easily over $1 million. So
wow,
that's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
He does it the right way. He markets it pretty good. He teases people with a lower version number, and if you want to get the higher version number, think about joining my Patreon, type of thing.
Hey, he could literally just sit back now and just do nothing and just collect off of that. Like he wouldn't even have to work on it if he didn't want. I know he's got to make changes every month so that when people every month they're getting a new updated version of NVE. But man, yeah, he did just get. I know, Sal. Right? We're in the wrong business. We are in the wrong business. So I know, Benzo. I know you hitting 100K now. And we had this discussion through DMs, right? Behind the scenes of, you're still working full time, but you do want to go full time YouTube, right? And make a living.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, content creation, and it would have to be for me anyway. Probably, I mean, 100,000 subscribers. You think they'd be easy to do, but everybody has different financial, income that's needed in order to maintain stability in the household, so it would have to be a lot more, unfortunately, but it would be nice to be able to do content, that I would enjoy doing, because I have a passion for it. Probably even more, I'd say, than the medical field at the moment, because it's something that I love to do. And it's been a while since I've had a passion for that. When I first started my medical career, I was all about it, passion. You got to have passion for your job. But when you do that kind of job for over 20 years, it starts to kind of, rub you a little raw and leave you pretty numb, in life. And you start to see things as a medic and also as a trauma nurse, which is what I am as well. And when you see a lot of grief, pain, suffering, death, it starts to numb you, man. And
It does.
I'd rather get back to content creation, things that pop in my head, and showing people how to do it, and then just showing what I create. It's kind of fun,
Yeah.
So
I'm a CPU
maybe one
fan.
day we'll get there. If we could pull in that PewDiePie money, oh yeah.
Talking about that right there.
Damn, quit my job right away.
That's
Oh,
that's the CPU
We
fan.
talk about it. CJ and I talk about it all
Or
the time.
cooler, whatever you want to call it.
All the time.
Buying a farm and shit, and just and the same thing is with you. I've been with my job for 20 years, and we got a new supervisor who just started like 5 months ago, and he's all, "Go get him," and I want to do this and I want to do that, and I used to be that guy, and now I'm just kind of like, fuck it. Like I just lost it. I don't want to be here no more. I want to be doing this full time, and so I get that. I get that feeling. 100%. And Cooks just started working, right? You just started your job a couple months ago, right?
What are you doing there, Cooks? What are you doing?
Topless car washes.
Yeah, oh, nice. Nice.
Jesus.
Hey, that's a great idea. I'll be over there, soon to have my car washed.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Cold in the winter time.
Make sure they're all female. I'm just saying. Sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to offend the viewers.
No,
there.
Cooks, do you want to tell people what you do?
Really care. I mean, I'm a car wash attendant. That's really it.
Yeah. It's a job though, man. That's
is
what
a
matters,
job,
man. It's a job. And
So what is your main occupation? Like what is the main thing that you do? Like what is your job when you go there? What do you do?
I mean, I do everything. We're all trained on everything to do, bringing in cars, putting them through the wash. Because what we do is we bring them in on the conveyor, and then we click send, and then it sends them through the automatic.
So you're the guy guiding them, telling them turn left, turn right, and then neutral. You're yelling neutral, and then I got you.
Yep.
That's pretty good. Must be a pretty big car wash and to have other employees there watching over it.
There's about like 4 or 5 of us that are there at one time.
Do you get free? Yeah. Well, when you drive, do you get free car washes?
Yeah.
Do your parents get free car washes?
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Hash has a good point. Hash says he's got the job because he's got to pay for all the electricity his room is pulling. Do your parents charge you for electricity?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yet.
I could just hear the buzzing coming from his room right now.
Yeah, it's making my electric bill go up just watching it.
My own electrical
man. That's great. That's great. It looks good though, Cooks. You put a lot of work into.
Yeah, it looks good, man.
Into your setup there, man. I like it.
I need to get more stuff behind me. My setup still looks pretty plain. So, yeah, Cooks has got a pretty good setup there.
I like your back camera now. How you got your back camera?
Oh yeah, you see
the
that
wall and that in front of you. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and I have to call myself out. People in chat noticed it. I forgot I had the back camera on. I shut off my video for a second there. I had to vape a little bit. So
they saw you?
Oh yeah, I'm vaping. I'm like, just relaxing. Yeah, man, it just kind of relaxes this, relaxes the body a little bit. And then Brett Van Miller goes, "We saw you vaping." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Oh. God damn it. At least it wasn't this camera, 'cause, I don't know. I know some streamers that do it right in the face and shit. My wife, she popped in here. She would probably just shit her pants. She'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But she knows I vape. It's just we try to keep it on the low key, But anyway, I forgot about my back camera there.
And we were just talking about that the other day when I made a video that I don't know what it was, and I'll explain this on live, right? Because we weren't live when me and CJ were just talking about it, but I was doing a video, and there was somebody that used to be in our community that's no longer here, and CJ and I were talking about this person on the phone. I knew I was recording a video, but I was kind of like waiting for the game to load up or something. So while I was waiting for the game to load up, I was listening to CJ's message through Messenger, and then I responded to him. And for some reason, when I would switch my source, my scene from desktop to in-game, it would show my camera. My camera on me would pop on real quick. for like 3 seconds, and it did that, and I'm sitting there in my drawers, my wife beater, fucking cigarette hanging out of my mouth.
Oh, jeez.
And
Yeah, I remember
and I
that.
didn't
I
know
do
that,
too,
and
yeah.
I posted that video with that
Yeah.
image in it, and with me talking to CJ. It wasn't nothing bad that we were saying about this kid. It was just, you know, and take care, Big Jess. But Paul G, it was Paul G that hit me up and was like, dude, you might want to take that video down like ASAP. Like there's shit in there you do not want people to. So I had to snatch it down. But that was
You should have just left it up. I mean, you're only
oh,
human, man.
gosh, oh, I know.
People on YouTube. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to sidetrack us here, but and Jeffrey, you may have seen this. CJ Cookies. The more relaxed you are on YouTube when you make content, tutorial wise, stream wise, video wise, doesn't matter. The more relaxed you are, and sometimes if you're just straight to the point, and you seem kind of frustrated, you're like, I'm just going to do this. You know, those are the ones that get better views.
Yeah.
You know, when you're yourself and you're not trying to put on this, you know, media, this media, you know, a commentary over it, you know, and so those are the ones that do better. Yeah, in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gamer Alpha from my chat had a question, which I always think is a good question. He said, I have a quick question in the I'm in the modding scene and want to start to do LSP4 live patrols on YouTube and would like some advice on starting live stream. But he said he's the quiet type.
You can't be quiet.
So yeah, you can't I mean you have to be able to talk to your audience because they're going to look forward to that when they come to a live stream, they want to hear you speak. But what do you guys think about like what y'all's tips on stuff like that?
I'll let you go first there. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you what, guys, I'm going to steer this in an odd way. Cookies. I'm going to ask you or have you answer that one first because Cookies has come a long way.
Yeah, yes.
Or when he first started. When did you start, Cookies? You were like 13 years old, right? 13 or 14 years old.
Something like that.
He's come a long way, guys. I mean, you look at some of his early content and the way he used to talk and the way he used to do things. He's changed so much. So go ahead, Cookies. I'm gonna let you answer first.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really no long, reason for me doing it. It's my whole memo was just do it. What's the consequence, which is really nothing. Just do it. After you do it, for a couple of times, then you're like, oh, this isn't too bad.
Yeah.
I can't remember the first time that I did it. And, you're going to be nervous. Everyone's nervous when they first start. I definitely was. I'm sure, Jeffrey was, CJ was. I'm sure God, even Benzo probably was. You're going to be wicked nervous. First of all, show your face. Second of all, even your voice. That's really the first thing that's going to happen, is your voice. And that's the first thing you got to be comfortable with. But, I mean, really, my memo was just do it. That's
breaking out of that shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's gonna be hard. I know how hard it is because it was hard for me. But just do it. That's really all I can say. Is just
I still get nervous.
Yeah, I do too.
Before I go live, sometimes it's pretty crazy. And what Cook said, I kind of put that with being LEO with SLRP. It was the first time you apply and you go on your ride along and then you're by yourself. It was weird. I was so fucking scared, like it was a real fucking job. And and now it's almost just like it's second nature. So yeah, like Cook said, that would probably be my same advice is just for somebody that says that they're quiet and drawn back. I would say just break out of that shell. You just break out and just do it. Be yourself. Don't oversell it like Benzo was talking about. Just be yourself.
Yeah, just be yourself, man.
Enjoy it. You have to enjoy it. You got. I think that's important too. Somebody that just comes on here to do it as a fucking job and they're looking to just get it done and get it over with so they can just, what I think, I don't know.
Yeah, and if you're going into it for the money, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. This is something that you have to absolutely love doing. You have to love getting up every day and getting on your PC and recording content. You have to love going to bed at night knowing that your brain is not going to slow down even when you're asleep, knowing that you think, sleep, eat, and crap whatever it is that you're live streaming. You know what I mean? Like for me, man, from the time that I wake up in the morning, the time I go to bed at night, I'm thinking about what kind of video can I do on LSPFR? What kind of video can I do on CJ Farms next? You know, whose farm am I going to get to next? You know, what kind of tour can I put out? What kind of patrol? You know, you have to eat, breathe, and sleep. And the one main thing about live streaming for me that I found out just
What's up,
recently
Moon Demon? How we doing?
is that people like it when you talk to them, but when
Chair's
you
so
when you
uncomfortable.
start progressing in your career on YouTube, and you start getting, you know, other equipment, you know, like for me, one of my main pieces of equipment that I use in my live streaming is my stream decks. Okay, so like a lot of my sounds that I have for my members when they come in, and hyping up the chat. You know, when you get people to come to your chat and say, everybody smash that like button, you got to get the chat hype. They've got to be just as hyped about the live stream as you are. They got to be just as excited about being there as you do. So you just kind of got to keep in mind, man, that you want to always try your best to recognize everybody. And no matter how big you get, you always want to try to recognize that, because eventually it's going to get to the point to where you can't recognize everybody. So that's why it's kind of my advice. Be consistent in it, man. Stay consistent.
What about you, Mike? Benzo. Mike.
No, that's my name. I told
Okay.
Jeffrey, I said, you know, anytime
I'm just so used to saying
he
Benzo that when
DMs
I
me,
say
just call me
Mike.
Mike. Yeah, so I respond to Mike. Yeah, that's my name. So, yeah, I would say it took me a while. You know, when I got into doing LSPDFR, if I'm making content, there was a lot of quiet moments. You know, especially looking or searching for things to say when you're going to a call that is about 3 to 4 minutes away. You can't have that 3 to 4 minute dead air. You know, sometimes it's a good thing to have it, but most of the time you got to fill that dead air. And even still to this day, I have a little trouble filling time with that dead air. So that's why you'll hear me say, looks like it's over to the right. Okay, we're going to take a right here. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty obvious we're taking a right, but why do you have to talk about it? Well, I'm just thinking of things to talk about, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say the biggest thing is when you're doing YouTube is probably filling in dead air. And that's what I've heard a lot of people say is, I don't know what to say, you know? But if you understand the mods, the way the mods work, I cannot remember his name for the life of me, but I've seen his YouTube videos as well, doing LSPDFR, and he probably plays it out to the point where he's puts himself like in the game, and he asks questions to the civilian, and he mastered the menus really good, better than me. And he's asking the questions, and he already knows where their answer is going to be, or I'm sorry, the next question is, and then you read out their answer, you know, as you're talking. That's a good way to fill in the dead air anyway when you're on scene, you know.
Yeah.
And then, you know, just genuinely try to enjoy the gameplay. Genuinely try to immerse yourself enough that maybe you get it. A lot of people, YouTube viewers, love this, is when they see genuine reactions out of you. They can tell by your voice if it's something that surprises you, like it's something if a pet pulls out a gun, you know,
or jumps in a car while you're towing it with a police tow truck.
Exactly. Yeah. And
I saw that video.
yeah, that was an old video, and I could have done that so much better nowadays. That was, I don't know, 3 years old, something like that. The original was, you know, and nowadays the new me would be, you know, I probably would have tortured him with a Molotov cocktail or something, you know. But you know, it is fun, you know, to do that kind of stuff. But it's mainly just trying to be yourself, and then if you're live streaming, even though I'm doing a poor job right now, is still come back and look over at your chat and communicate with the chat. But I'm going to give you even a bigger advice that I took when I first started doing live streaming. Okay, is you have to pretend that nobody. I'm sorry, strike that. You have to pretend like you are live streaming in front of 100 people, even if there's only one person in, you know, in there, and you can see how many people are in there. It's probably best to turn that off, to be honest with you. There's a way to do that through YouTube settings, you could turn off how many people are watching you, and don't look at that. Pretend like you are live streaming in front of 100 people, and that way it may take the weight off your shoulders when you're doing it, but also it makes you stimulating and fun to watch. If you're over on Twitch or even on YouTube, because when you have people pop in to see you, their first impression is probably the first 10 or 15 seconds. If you're not talking at all, There's no talking. You're just playing the game just to play, no
They're
commentary.
gonna hit that X button pretty
They're
quick.
going to hit the X button. They're going to move on to the next person. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's best if you can even say something every now and then, like what you're planning to do, you know.
Mhm.
In microphones and stuff like this, these come way later. Okay. You know, and even the Blue Yeti, like Cookies has, I had to save up money for that one. The Blue Yeti is a really, really good mic.
It is.
I went back and watched some of my old videos that I had with the Blue Yeti. I was like, damn, actually, it sounds pretty good. I was
Yeah, they
surprised.
do.
And then a lot of people don't know this. If you're live streaming through OBS, there's a lot of settings you could do, a lot of filters you can do, cut out background noise, cut out, you
Mhm.
know, noise compression, all this other stuff. I didn't even know until I got into streaming for over a year. I'm like, oh,
Yep.
I didn't know I could make my Blue Yeti sound professional. But you learn this
Yeah.
stuff, you know.
The Yeti is the best bang for your buck,
It's
man.
great.
Like 100%
Yep.
best
And
bang
it
for your
picks up
buck.
a lot of background noise, and Cookies knows this. So he's probably already got his settings. You can't hear it right now, but he's
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
his settings down for its noise suppression, you know, background noise, parents talking in the other room, no matter how much. For me, it's
Reverb, if
my,
you put something,
yeah,
mine used to hear, like
yeah,
if I set something on my desk,
exactly.
you would hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
It
gonna
cuts
lie,
out
you
all that little
still
static,
Yeah,
you
that
know.
Yeti
you
mic
still will
pick up
hear
a
it.
gnat fart, man.
I can show you. You will still hear it. You probably heard that, right?
No, I didn't hear
Oh, you didn't hear that? Really? Okay,
No.
then I have to set that.
I heard you
I'm-
fart about 42 minutes ago. I did hear
Oh,
that.
I'm sure
when
you did.
when I first got the Yeti mic, man, it like when you first get it, just when you get it and you plug it up and you start talking into it, it will pick up literally everything inside
Yes.
the room area that you're
Yeah.
in, and even on the other side of the wall. Like Yeti mics will pick up a gnat fart. They're really good high quality mics, and if you use something maybe like Audacity is a good program to use for you know, the vocal part of your videos. It's a good little,
Yeah.
which I
Yep.
learned about Audacity through you, Benzo. I remember you talking about it
Oh man,
ages ago, man. I remember
I
you
use
talking about it a long
Audacity,
time
guys.
ago.
Such a lifesaver, that damn program.
It
And
is.
you know, I need to actually make another tutorial on how to really tweak it good. But yeah, Cookies could use that with the Blue Yeti.
Please.
Anybody could use it with any microphone, even a Turtle Beach headset, doesn't matter. You could record separate audio on a separate track, upload it, you know, or you know, import it into Audacity, cut out all the background noise, the static or that little hum that you get on some mics. You can cut that out really easy. And then also you can take a cheap microphone, make it sound somewhat, you know, professional, cut out these really high peaks, these you know, that distort your voice. You can do that through Audacity. It makes it so much cleaner. And then you just import it into your editing software and it sounds really good. I did that for like 5 years, guys. So something to think about.
Yeah. And do you ever have, just like CJ said, you've inspired him with that. You inspired me with Broadcastify. I will never do another patrol
Yeah.
without using Broadcastify. Is there anybody that inspires you? Like, has anybody ever inspired you to change something up in your videos or use something in your videos or remove something from your videos? Does that still happen to somebody that's, you know,
Yeah.
got it? And I'm not trying to sit here and make you seem like you're 100,000 subscribers. You don't need
Yeah.
anybody's help. I'm
So
not
yeah,
trying to
I
say.
need
I'm just
help,
saying.
man. Trust me, I
Yeah, we all
always need
need.
help.
Yeah, we all need
I
help.
always need help. Sean, I've looked to Sean a lot of times. My buddy Sean, he goes by socials, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Um,
he's always in my chat. He's a good guy.
yeah, he's given me some good pointers, and a lot of people that, and sometimes I'm going to be honest, I wear my feelings on my sleeve when I talk to, you know, when I'm talking in chat, or I should say comments on YouTube videos, and like when I was doing the little partner episodes, right? I did that for over a year, and I thought it'd be a really cool idea, and it still is a
Sorry.
good idea, is to get, you know, the YouTube viewers involved, and just when they post a comment, I do a random comment picker, and I pick out my next partner name. And I made a mistake with that, and it cost me a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, because I was making it way too drawn out at the very start of the video. I'd spend, you know, 4 minutes on that, you know, talking about the car pack, talking about what we're going to do, talking about the partner, thanking everybody for commenting, all this other stuff. And I love people that comment, but what was happening is people were not getting picked as a partner. And I love you guys in chat, but you also know I'm very honest. That's why you come and watch me. YouTube viewers, like I said, I love you guys in chat. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the other YouTube viewers that are not watching me right now. Are little assholes. Okay. I'm just being honest. Little effing assholes. Oh, he didn't pick me to be partner. I'm exiting off now. Fuck this downvote. I'm gone. Little dipshits, man. And it used to piss me off so bad. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing a partner patrol for a long time. You know, I'm
But
not. I'm
it's
done.
an
You know.
automatic thing though, right? Like you click it and it automatically picks the partner. Like you have no control over that, right? Like it picks it for you.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about that.
Because see, in all reality, they think that we do it. And when you get a program like that where it automatically picks it for you,
Yeah, I had
you
no
have no
control.
control over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Angel
a lot of
said,
people.
"Damn, why did he call me an asshole?"
It's cool though, man. That little thing, I don't know what is it you use for that, but that's pretty cool how it scrolls to the names
Oh yeah,
and then
it's
just
just
stops on somebody's name. It's so cool.
yeah, I'll send you the link for it. And it's fun to do maybe every once in a while. Just maybe every patrol like I was doing
Yeah.
every patrol, bros. And it
Maybe a
wasn't.
members only, you know, if you have a
Yeah, you
members
can do
only
that.
video,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
a
I
good
mean?
idea. There you go. Right there. That's a good
I
idea.
tried getting Dangle's name in there a couple times, but it just didn't. It didn't.
That would have been funny. Benzo rolling with Officer Dangle, or Deputy Dangle.
Oh, see,
Oh,
that's
man.
the thing too. I really wanted it to land on Jeffrey because I had a plan for that.
Did
And
you?
yes, I did. And maybe it'll happen in the future. I don't know. But I don't control the YouTube gods or I should say the random comment picker. But if it landed on Jeffrey, I had a easy way to, through skin control, right? I could have made Deputy Dangle easy.
Yes.
And I could have done his
Yeah.
voice and the whole thing,
Oh,
Skin
man.
Control
would've
is
been great.
an awesome program. I love that.
I would just do it. Just do it
script,
now.
man. I love it.
Just pay homage to Dangle and just fucking make a video.
Yeah,
I'm
one
telling you,
day.
I never thought Dangle would take off as much as he takes off, but people absolutely fucking
And I'm gonna be
love that
honest with you
character,
too.
man.
I'm gonna call myself out here. There was a YouTube short and that's out there from I forgot. It wasn't too long ago. It was a recent YouTube video on LSPDFR, and I took the idea. Well, okay, let's be honest. I stole the idea from Jeffrey. Okay, and
Oh.
that is conversations
That's it.
between.
First off, that
and
is an honor. Okay, so
yeah, no, I'm being honest here, but I was like, I like that, and you could do it in post production easier. And Jeffrey knows this, post production easier. You could pretend like you're the other person, but change your voice, obviously.
Mhm.
And I did that for the YouTube short of the AI or the local, rather, if
I
they want to
heard
call it
that the
that.
bar, the liquor store,
Yeah, the ammunition thing.
ammunition.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So I did that voice post edit, and it turned out decent. And I had so many people think that it was 5M.
Yeah, yeah, I get that all the time. People come in the comments all the time, and it kind of goes by what you were just talking about with filling that dead air. Like I don't, I know what the call out packs and all that the devs put in the the fuck's the word I'm looking for, the words, the phrases and shit down below at the bottom of the screen. I don't even read off of those anymore. I just kind of add my own, stuff in, you know what I mean? So but I'm honored. I'm honored if
Yeah,
stolen,
I was
inspired, I
inspired.
don't
I
give a
was
shit.
inspired for that. Yeah, I was inspired for that for sure. I was like, I'm taking that idea. I should have given you credit in the video or whatever, but
Oh nah,
it
dude, never.
it was a lot of fun making that, in post edit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I talk, and y'all guys know how to do it. I talk to myself, when I'm doing this stuff, and
Yeah, we all do. Yeah.
I'll ask a question, and I don't go through the answer sometimes. I just answer for them. Like, like for example, in that video, I said something like, "Next time, don't clean a firearm when it's loaded." And then I pause for a second, and I
I'm doing
said, "We already
something
knew
else on my
that. Then
other
why'd you do it?"
monitor.
Then I walk off. But the post edit, I was like, "Oh, I got to add that in. I got to add why he did that." Being a
Yeah.
little smart ass or country
Trying to
bunk,
figure out this
And that's the hard part
YouTube comment
is
picker thingy.
if you don't go back and edit that video at right after you record it, you forget everything that you said. Like I do the same thing with Dangle and Deborah. Like the Deborah and Dangle video with them in the woods, I was controlling Deborah. All of Dangle's voices were edited in afterwards. So but I waited a day to do it. So when I
Yeah.
went back to edit in Dangle's voice, I had already forgotten the shit that Deborah had said. So I had to literally sit there and watch it scene by scene by scene. Whereas if I had did it right afterwards, I would have remembered that Deborah was going to come back with a follow-up question. She was upset about this, and I could work that in with Dangle. So yeah, it does, when you start adding it into like these 20, 25-minute patrols, it takes a little bit of time
It
to get
does.
that post-editing voices in
Yeah,
and stuff like that. But
it
like you
does.
said, people start asking you, how do you get your people to talk? Is this 5M and this and that? And it is a pretty cool. Nick Fulton, what's up, Nick? It is a pretty cool element, though. That is a
Y-
pretty cool element.
Yeah, it
Adding
is
that in there.
actually. You made a good point, Jeffrey. It takes a long time to edit that. I'm not gonna lie, but that's a good way to fill in dead air right there. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I don't even read
Yep.
the words that the devs put in each call out, because some of them are pretty. You did a review on a call out pack that, and like you said, you're very honest. And I was thinking it before I saw your video. I didn't do a review on this person's call out pack, but for some reason, every call out, the person was in the middle of the road. And it would start off with you walking up to that person and being like, hey, what are you doing in the middle of the road? And this person's response was, whatever the fuck I want, get out of my fucking face, you fucking pig. And it's like, whoa, like every call out had that same, response. So that's why I don't pay those no attention. And I just throw in my own, where are you coming from? And then you got ones that say wherever the hell I want or from hell or whatever. I'll
Yeah.
just add my own, I was at the drugstore picking up some cough medicine, got a kid at home, just whatever.
Yeah.
So
Very
Exactly.
repetitive too.
yeah,
They are, and
very
you can go and
repetitive.
change them, but it's just a hassle.
yep,
Exactly. Yeah.
it really is. I cannot believe 2 hours already flew by. Can y'all believe that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, I got a question, and I apologize. We are going to. He asked me this. His name's Evan Schultz. So Evan Schultz, he donated and asked the question, and I was trying to figure out a way to get it into this Q&A type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a fairly easy question. He was wanting to know how to get his sirens, and I'm trying to find it, but I do believe it's his sirens activated in code 3, I do believe. And I'm assuming he's talking about after you get the code 3 lighting on, or how to activate the sirens and keep them on. So there's a couple ways to do that. Mouse and keyboard, obviously, it's the easiest way. You can, Alt plus J to get to full stage three lighting, or you could just press, stay or press the J key 3 times to get stage 3 lighting, and then you just cycle through your sirens. The stage 3 lighting, especially a mouse and keyboard, Alt plus J, does not activate the sirens immediately. So you could do 1, 2, 3, 4 on your keyboard, but I have a feeling I know what he's talking about. He's talking about the controller, more than likely, if that's what I'm thinking about.
D-pad,
Yeah.
right?
So
D-pad left.
so you do D-pad left, and then you can cycle through the sirens with the D-pad down.
And your secondary, you can do D-pad up.
Hey, Brad,
Yeah,
what's
if
up?
you go
Awesome.
to your
Good point,
whale, you can hit D-pad up and go to your primary.
Yeah, and you could do that. You
siren.
can, D-pad up on that. And then, of course, you can go into stage 3 lighting with the D-pad left, and then you could just blip your siren with, let's see, I have my controller here. Where's it at?
B.
The B, yeah.
Yep.
I had to look at that. I'm not a controller. I drive with this, but, I don't do anything much more than that. So I drive from that.
You got the same
Yeah,
controller I got, that Windows
do.
wireless one?
No, this is wired. Yeah,
it's wired? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just have it disconnected. Yeah. But yeah, so you could do it through there. Hopefully he's still listening right now. I apologize, Evan. He asked that question about 45 minutes ago. So he may not be here, but if he comes back in, hopefully I'll talk to him again about it. But that is how you do that. So it's a lot easier with the ELS, to do that.
Yep. And like Doug said, in the VCF, you can change it from manual to auto.
Yep.
So that when all you got to do is hit your J key once or your D-pad left key once, and it'll automatically go to stage 3 lighting. So, but I like the 3 stages. I like the manual because I like the, I like the advisories. if you're not really on a super crazy traffic stop or anything like that. I like using the advisories. So I'm a big fan of the stage 3. We're 2 likes away from 100 likes on the stream. I think the last time we got 100 likes on a Meet the Gamer stream was when the first time Anton came on, I think was the first time I hit over 100 because he did his little like spike thing. Y'all remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did his little like spike thing.
Hit the like button, guys. Jeffrey stream, CJ,
Yes,
cookies.
go for it.
Hit the like button, guys. And I'm gonna say something too. Okay, I'm gonna say something that it's not controversial. It's just being honest, And you guys know I'm about honesty sometimes, And I'm just gonna call it like I see it. Okay. Cookies would never ever say this. He would never ask for this. Okay. But guys, you do know I love love to stream when I can, and I do work a lot and these kinds of things. But Jeffrey streams quite a bit. CJ streams quite a bit. Cookies streams quite a bit, and I'm noticing a lot of people that love LSPDFR too, but they love SLRP. You guys are neglecting the hell out of Cookies, guys. I'll go in this chat. Me and him hung out for what about an hour, Cookies?
Yeah, it's around there last night.
Around an hour. He is the prime example of what I was talking about, guys, is you need to pretend someone's donating. I got Spartan, but of a thing. So he's a good example I was talking about earlier. If you're live streaming, you have to pretend like you're live streaming in front of 100 people.
Yeah.
And Cookies fills the dead air, no problem. And he's making good content. He's putting out a live stream. And so the people that love SLRP, if you don't see me on, you don't see Jeffrey on, get your ass in Cookies, channel. Watch him. He's only got sometimes a couple of people in there. I'm like, what the fuck, guys? Get your ass in there. I shouldn't have to tell you that. Get in there, support Cookies. He's
I
doing.
mean, we're a community as a whole, man. We're a community as a whole, and everybody needs to support everybody here in this community.
and
And I agree with that.
He's putting out, content. You get to still see what's going on behind the scenes. Make sure that you support him. Okay.
I do the same thing. If I'm at work and y'all are on streaming, I make my rounds, between Benzo Effects. If you're on, I'll go over to Cooks and I'll go over to Hash, and then I'll go to Dazzo, who's not even in SLRP, and Dazzo even knows it. He'll even say it like, oh, Jeffrey's making his rounds. And it's just a cycle. I'm just going in a circle to chats, and I pop back in. But I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. And all
I
three
agree
of
with you. I
channels,
think
by the
Cookies
way,
is a diamond in the rough, man.
yeah, they're all linked down below. They're all linked down below. All the people you're seeing on the screen, their channels are there. So,
I
said,
appreciate it. Got a couple people coming through right now. Chance, hello, how we doing?
make sure y'all do that, man.
I hope I didn't say that
And
wrong.
Angel,
But
yes.
Like I said, if I'm not on, by all means, I want you to, visit Cookies, and I want you to visit, CJ and Jeffrey and everything. And especially if you like SLRP, you really want to watch 5M, because a lot of people ask me, when are you doing? I really miss SLRP. I'm like, because I took a long break.
Which was
and then,
fucking awful. I was getting hit up every
I know.
control. Where's Benzo? When's Benzo coming back?
I had to do that.
He's got work. I don't know, people. He's working. I don't know what to tell you.
And if Jeffrey's not on, because he works, odd
Close
hours
enough.
and stuff like that
Close
sometimes, and he streams when he can. But Cookies is in there. Just
Ethan, how we doing?
powering
Welcome.
through it. He's talking as if
Chase
he's got 100 people
Eagle
in that
Officer
chat.
Chase, hello.
And I'll pop
does?
in. He's got 2 people watching. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's everybody at in here? So me and him were in there yesterday talking for like an hour, just chilling out, talking. So yeah, make sure you do that.
It was good, and he's good at you're good at what you do, Cooks. You're good at what you do, and you're good at.
Oh my God!
You're good at being an LEO, and I don't know. I think it's you do me proud. You really do. And when I reached out to Mark and said, hey man, there's this kid. I know he doesn't fit the age description, but can you give him a chance? Listen, man, you have done me so proud by showing us what you have,
and he's stuck in there, man.
Yeah,
He's stuck in there.
Yep. And wanting to do better. You do interviews, you do perm sessions and stuff like that. So You know, you do a lot, and I agree with Benzo, 100%, million percent. I agree with Benzo with what he's saying.
Might be Leo one day. I might be Leo one day.
Bill, Cookies is right there, top right hand side. Raise your hand, Cooks.
Hey guys, hello.
That's Cooks right there. He is linked down below, as well as CJ,
Yep.
as well as Benzo.
And we watched Cookies grow up.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
nice-
Yeah.
Like a little adopted son.
We remember before he
His
had that
voice-
little
his voice
shadow.
is getting deeper too.
And
Okay,
it's
I'm just
it's
saying.
really funny that you say that, because today when everyone was doing their intro, mine was rolling to Meet the Gamers, and you can just like look like, okay, my setup was over there, then it was over there, then it was over there, and like I just look totally different. It's cringy. It really is, to be honest with you.
You should have heard, my voice when I first started doing LSPDFR and stuff like that.
Oof.
So
I
like I
just
was a
posted my
sweet
first
bro.
video.
Oh
Talk
my
about
god,
cringy.
you don't want to watch my first one. I feel like maybe I was on a bunch of benzodiazepines or something. I don't know.
I think I'm
Oh,
pretty
look
sure
at
I've
that.
watched your first video,
God,
Benzo. I think I
DJ.
have. Yeah.
Embarrassing as shit.
I appreciate everyone just came up. They got like 7 people. My notifications are going
Another
nuts.
thing to give Cookie some credit to, he was showing me this really cool.
Thank you guys so much,
laptop
everyone
he
that
has on as an
that
overlay
has been
when he's doing
subscribing. I don't know why
5M.
it was
And
really delayed
most
there,
like-
but I
most of the
greatly
time, like
appreciate
myself,
it.
anyway,
Dorsey
I just have the CAD system pulled
CRT,
up,
how we
right?
doing?
He's got it
Welcome.
built into
Welcome to the Cookie Clan.
like a Windows capture of an actual
Play
laptop on the
901,
screen.
welcome.
that
OG
looks like
SpongeBob, welcome,
a
everyone.
computer like
Chance
inside his
and
car, and then when he's out on
Polish.
foot, it looks
Welcome
like
everyone. I
a
appreciate
tablet.
everyone
And it's the
subscribing. Welcome
actual
to Cookies Clan.
SLRP.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the Sonora CAD built into that. So you got to check it out. I was like, that's impressive. It's pretty cool. I was asking questions about it, and I told him I'm not still that idea, Cookies. Of course, I'd still give him credit. I'll give him definite credit because that's where I'd get the idea from. He has to teach me how to do that.
And it really wasn't that hard to set up either. JT, what's up, man? How we doing?
Is it something you did through your OBS, Cooks?
Yeah, it's all done through OBS.
Yeah.
I never even thought of that. I was like, that's a damn good idea.
And
Yeah,
it-
I mean,
it
the stuff
works-
that you can do with Streamlabs and OBS is insane, man. It's like the sky's
Michael
the limit.
Tingley, how we doing?
You can
Welcome.
put your own stickers on it and shit. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, your own GG stickers or Benzo or Cookies.
I
or
mean,
CJ
the
sticker on it. And
Stream Decks are wonderful with that as well. If
are.
I could add something, that's how
love Stream
I'm
Deck.
able to have everything.
me
be
too.
done
My
at
spike
once.
strip macro. Love the
Yep.
spike strip macro. Makes it so much easier to just hit that button and it throws out 3 lanes of spikes. Too bad you can't pull them all back in from the same spot. Or can
JT,
you?
I appreciate it, brother.
No, I think you have to.
Bubbles,
It's
You have to
Leon
go walk
ordered.
and hit E, right?
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. It means a lot. Thank you
'Cause
very
it's
much.
prop.
I don't get that often,
G, I
but
think it is.
definitely
Oh,
means
is
a
it
lot.
G?
I
Well, hold on.
appreciate it.
You may be right though. That's
I think E like lifts up your barriers and shit.
yeah,
E
you may
will
be
pull
right.
back.
I have to think about that. Yeah, I think it might be E. But yeah, that would be nice to set it out. You're gonna be three lanes of traffic and then push one button to do that. But you have to run
Chaz
across.
Carter, how we doing?
Yeah.
Just hope you don't get hit by a car.
Yeah, Mark almost hit me. My first time ever doing it. Mark almost hit me, and G lifts them up. But can you lift them up from the side of the road, or do you have to go and walk and lift them all up, Doug? Jedediah, I appreciate the subscription there, man. Welcome to the channel, Jedediah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of yeah. Where the fuck is Doug? Doug is not even in my chat. I see how it is, Doug. God,
Wow.
bro, the hell, man.
This
Get
is a
your
fake.
ass in
This
here.
is a fake Doug.
I don't even see you in here.
Oh God,
see-
that
oh, is
just
it a fake
clicked on me.
Doug? Hold on
It
a second.
just-
Is it?
That just clicked on me.
What?
Is it fake Doug?
No,
I
it's not.
I had a
Okay,
fake
'cause I've
Doug
got
a long
Doug,
time ago.
moderator. He get his ass over here. Neglecting me.
He
over here.
says you can do it on the side of the road. That's how he does it. He said G will lift them up from the side of the road.
But is there a way to lay out more than one? Because I'll usually just do one.
The macro
So-
you gave me,
Yeah.
lays out 3 of them.
Oh, okay, so yeah, I think it was G. Yeah, you just press G. It should pick them all up then. Yeah,
From the side of the road without having to run out to the road.
Yeah, I believe it does.
I supposedly
awesome.
yes.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
And I'm kind of embarrassed. I've only gotten one good spike. That's all
Jedediah,
I've
thank you
got.
so much for the
I've only got
subscription
one,
there.
and I only had the opportunity
Chris
to do
Horseman,
one. It
hello,
was,
welcome.
with Chris Roman.
Welcome to the channel. Welcome
underneath
to the Cookies
tunnel
Clan,
by,
everyone. Welcome.
Zancudo on GOH.
Happy to have you all. I appreciate it. That's kind of cringy. Though,
Welcome,
Cookies
Mr.
Clan,
White.
so.
Jedediah, thank you
Don't
so
know
much
if
for
I'm
coming
gonna
over
keep
and
that or not.
subscribing. I did not know that G lifts him up from the side of the road. That is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, another one I don't talk about it very much is actually Doug 1637. He's been around. He's been doing LSPDFR. We started around. He started YouTube before I did, you know, and he's a workaholic. You know, he does a lot of work, and so he tries to make videos when he can. He tries to live stream when he can, but when he does make video, he pulls in the viewers. I'm telling you, he really does, and he makes really good content. People love to watch Doug, and I think it's because of his blunt nature.
Yes, they
And
love the
he's
rawness.
very
He's
informative,
got no filter.
and he's also, what I like about Doug too is that he'll start his kind of his own jurisdictions, police department, same vehicles, but I mean not same vehicles, but different vehicles, different jurisdictions, different uniforms. I mean, he's on point with all that. I don't have time for that, to be honest, but he's making his own city, if you will. You know, it's kind of cool. I like it.
Yeah, he
And it
sent me a
really
few of
is.
those screenshots, and he made me a vehicle texture pack for my local, you know, my town's police liveries. He made me a pack, and he's really good at that. Marek Soler, thank you for hitting that subscribe button. In the with the I don't know why I'm having brain farts today. I'm just not feeling good. At the risk of not having to pay the guys overtime, they're in the chat like, are we getting paid overtime for being over the show? Past 7:00. Oh man. All right. Whose turn is CJ? I think it's CJ, right? I did it last
Oh
week.
God, do I have to do it this time?
Yeah, it's either you or Cooks. I did it last time, so
Yeah, I'll do it, man. I'll do it. I'll do it.
it's first off,
I still gotta take the kids and get ice cream, and then I gotta come back and do a video. So I'm just not
Yeah.
feeling good today, man, at all.
Before you do it, I do want to say to Benzo, thanks for being on the show again, and congratulations on your 100K.
Yeah, man.
You continue to inspire people. You've inspired me in so many ways more than you'll ever know. I have
I appreciate that, man.
I have taken a few key aspects from you, that my end screen that I now put on my videos with the music, and I use the same music and the same end screen. That was inspired by you, just having like a nice blue
Yeah.
screen with your Benzo logo. Me doing that was just from watching your videos. Like, did I fucking like that? So I was inspired to do that by you. So, but I want to say congratulations, man. You've earned it. You deserve it, and I'm very honored to be able to talk to you personally and work side by side with you in SLRP. So congratulations on your
I
success
appreciate
there,
that,
brother.
man.
Absolutely.
You know,
You're
like I was saying,
pretty cool, dude.
it was a grind. Doug 1637 of all people, like I said, he started before I did, and you know, I had the luxury of being able to put out content, a lot of content, a lot of grinding and shit. Doug knows, and you know, Jeffrey, you know, CJ, you know, Cooks. It's a lot of effort to edit a 25-minute video, you know. And I don't want to call anybody out here. Don't take this as being negative, okay? And please, in chat, don't talk anything negative about this. But like Polecat, okay? I don't want to get into all that. But one good thing about Polecat is that he puts out the content, right, all the fucking time, and he has the like, I don't really care what the editing looks like. You know, he's kind of built that up, and he just puts it out there, you know. But
Yeah.
you know, it's hard to get momentum like that. And all I'm going to say is sometimes negative press is always not always a bad thing with YouTube. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate, but that's the way it is.
Right.
But it's hard to get that momentum going on YouTube, you know, and to get YouTube to, you know, put out your videos, you know, it really is. And I've learned a lot about YouTube over the years. And I will tell you, I'll give you all a little bit of advice. The first 15 to 30 seconds of a video, do not release the F bomb. Don't release the S bomb anymore. You can't say the word shit. Okay. You can say the ass and you can say damn. Those are the two acceptable ones that you can say in a YouTube short, and you can say it on a YouTube video. It doesn't matter. But Later on, if you're dropping the F-bomb, you know, it's not as bad with YouTube, believe it or not. And there's been lots of videos that had the S word, the F word, the first 15 seconds of the video, and it hurt me. I didn't know that. And YouTube will not recommend that. You know, they may not even demonetize your video. They'll just flat out, you'll notice it won't get as many views.
Right.
It's hard, you know. But if you keep the editing down to a minimal and make the videos, you know, more maybe between 15 minutes at the low end and no more than 24 or 25 minutes on the high end. Don't go over that. Steve the Gamer, Polecat, Jeff Aviano, they can get away with 45, 50-minute videos. People will tune in for that. They got millions of subscribers. Lower end subscribers, if you do that, it's going to hurt you right away. People see how long the video is, they'll click off. But if you got something 16 to 25 minutes, they will tune in for that. And like I said, a little pro tip here, like I said, and Jeffrey does it too. I took a lead from Jeff Aviano, is take an interesting part of your clip of your video, make it no less than 5 seconds if you can. Stick it at the front of your intro, guys.
Yeah.
The front of your intro. Snag people's attention a little bit because people may want to go, what the hell? When did that happen in the video?
Right.
Your YouTube intro should be, you know, no more than 8 seconds. My first YouTube intro that I thought was badass, all these flash effects, you can go back and watch it if you guys want, 28 seconds. That's what hurt me in the beginning. That's what hurt. People don't have time for that. YouTube viewers have attention span of a fucking gnat. Okay? They don't care. I'm being serious. They don't care. And I'm a YouTube viewer. Sometimes if I don't get, I'm looking for something. If I don't get the answer in the first, or at least something that I know I'm going to get the answer in the first 10 seconds of a video, I'm off.
Right. Same
Now,
here. Yeah.
Entertainment videos, unless you have constant jump cuts,
Oh, did he mute? I think he muted.
I think he actually muted, yeah.
I've actually yelled at myself in watching my own tutorials. I would go back and what some of my earlier ones that were like 30 minutes.
Come on already.
I swear to God, I'd like, Jesus, Jeff, at what point in this video am I trying to look for it, man? Like, I swear to God, I've done that. I don't know if he's talking to us or his chat.
Yeah.
I think he's talking to his chat. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did Angel and them cut him off? Did they cut him off? Is that what?
Oh, jeez. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I got cookies on my full screen. I'm gonna end with cookies, but on full screen, I guess. But yeah, like I was saying, if you can get down to, you know, let's make it as quick and direct and straight to the point. I've gotten a little bit better at that, and the upcoming videos you guys will see, it'll be a lot better. It will go directly to, you know, action as much as possible, and you guys will see a big difference over the next probably 3 or 4 months. A big change in the YouTube channel, you know.
I was inspired by you with that, putting a clip of the patrol at the beginning of my video. When I first seen you do that, I was like, oh, because it really does draw the attention. Like if you've got a piece of your video where it's like really kind of action packed or right before the action takes place, and it's something that's building up the momentum, and you're going to keep the audience curious about what's going to happen next after that clip, then you can put that beginning of your video, man, and you've got their attention, and they're going to more than likely watch your video. I always try to keep my videos at least no more than 20 minutes long. No more than 20 minutes long, unless I'm doing like a full install LSP tutorial that ends up being 5 hours long.
Right.
And people still watch it. They'll watch that every time, man. They'll watch it every time. I've already had people ask if I'm going to do one for 2023. And I told them I would, so I'm going to. It'll be a long procedure, but it takes me, man, so long to do those videos. Like they don't realize a lot of viewers don't realize it takes twice as long for us to record and edit and export and upload the videos than it does for them to actually watch it. So if they're watching a 4-hour video, it's taken us, you know, you multiply that by 5 sometimes. That's how long it's taken us to put those videos together, you know. So
especially if they're Rockstar edited.
Yeah, I know I know that last one I did on the full install tutorial, man, I think I spent 18 hours. 18 hours putting that video together. It was no joke. It was no joke. I mean, a lot of sleepless nights I stayed up. Because you can see on the time frames in the video on my clock at the corner of my PC, you can see one day where I'm doing it like 10 o'clock in the morning, then one night I'm doing it like 3 o'clock in the morning, the time change front, the time frame changes in the video from the edits and all that, so. But yeah, it's a good
lot of
point,
work in
man.
that, man.
It is, man, it is. I thought about doing a live one like Benzo did. Benzo did a live one. I thought about doing a live one.
Oh, like a full install?
Yeah, I thought about doing it live.
Yeah, do yourself a favor. Download everything prior to. Make yourself a document cheat sheet and
Yeah.
download everything already, like, and put it in a folder, whatever. Yeah, because that's where I kind of failed on the first one, I think. And then I was trying to explain too much, instead of going through. Because if you explain every little thing, CJ, holy shit, man, it's going to be over 5 hours easy.
Oh,
But
man, absolutely.
yeah, and don't take offense if no one's really answering your questions. Like, okay, does anybody want to see this? And if no one responds, don't take offense to that. It used to piss me off. I was like, no one's even watching.
Yeah.
But then again, I was live streaming for 4 hours, and they watched me install a damn mods folder, so it's kind of drawn out, a little bit too drawn out.
Yeah, I did
go
it
ahead.
live once, I believe, and I had all my folders on my desk, like everything in files, like my main install files, my base mods, then plugins, callouts, OpenIV modifications. I had everything in order because it is so much. And yeah, if you go into deep detail, when I first started, like I'll tell them how to locate the main game directory because I think that's a very important aspect of it. And then once we get outside that, we'll start kind of speeding the process up a bit.
Like 5-minute installs on a bet is what Angel or JT just said. Benzo did a 5-minute tutorial on a bet. I remember that.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun. I love
was
making.
close.
Yeah, I think it's like $50, something like that. But yeah, it was pretty good. I love doing that video and making money too at the same time.
Hell yeah.
He bet me I couldn't do that, and I got it done.
You
I got
did
it done, and I even got it went in and I think what did I do? I think I upgraded LSPDFR or I downloaded LSPDFR, and then script took, and then I had the mods already installed, but I had to go. He said I couldn't do it in 5 minutes. So I did that, and then I got into the game, and then I realized, oh shit, I just installed LSPDFR. I haven't made a police character yet, so I had to go there, make a police character real fast, get in, load the mods, and and I was able to do it just under 5 minutes. So it was nice.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nice.
And that's speeding it along pretty quick too.
Oh
That's
yeah,
getting in there and getting it done. Yeah.
and I could probably install like a full install without talking. I'm not trying to brag, but I could probably get it done in maybe an hour, tops 45 minutes to an hour.
What do you mean full install?
I mean,
What's
the
everything?
entire mods folder, like every car, every plugin, every script, everything within an hour, easy.
I want to see that.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'll take that.
I don't have any money to bet you though. Wait, I do. I got $5. Nick's just donated $5.
I could. I'll start it off and then I'll turn off my microphone so I'm not tempted to talk, and then I'll just do it.
Just go.
That's a good idea. I may just do that. I had one real quick question. I know we're about to get off here in a second. I promised to reach in. He is been with me for a long time. He asked how we all met, type of thing. So I will, or I think most of you already know how we met or how y'all have heard of me, obviously, the ones that are on the panel here, but maybe like Jeffrey and CJ. I'm not sure how you guys met, how Cookies met Jeffrey. You know what I mean? So one of y'all can start.
Jeffrey met like this right here. Meet the Gamers. This is where it all started.
Yeah,
Meet the Gamers. Yeah, Jeffrey. I don't know. You tell the story because you had somebody reach out to me. I can't remember who it was.
It was True Uprising. It was True.
Yes, that's who it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was True Uprising because I guess he talked to you, and I knew CJ from learning LSPDFR tutorials, from all of his tutorials, and then I came up with the idea for Meet the Gamers because COVID had hit and everybody was doing these Zoom meetings and stuff like that. So I thought it would be cool to have Meet the Gamers, where just you have gamers on. But it was never meant to have guests like Benzo and Anton and Goham and everybody we've had on. It was never meant to have guests. It always started off as it was going to be me, CJ, Captain Horn, and True Uprising. And it was just the four of us on a weekly
Just
basis.
chit-chatting.
Just chit-chatting. And then, shit happened with True and shit happened with Cap. And that's when we brought Cookies on. And we were like, wouldn't it be cool if we had... And Benzo, I think, was actually like our third, fourth
Top
guest.
5. He was in the top 5, yeah.
And I remember I threw up the first time, Benzo.
Benzo, did I not tell you that last night?
Yeah,
Just guys. I mean,
I was so nervous that I got sick.
I'm just a guy,
I didn't today. So
that's good. See, that's good progress.
Yeah,
good progress. Probably
but
going to
that
be on the
was it.
server,
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just a guy, man.
Yeah, that's kind of how me and Jeffrey met, was just through Meet the Gamers, and we kind of met through here, and then before you know it, we were talking on Messenger about what we were going to do the next week on the show, and then before you know, we were talking on Messenger every day about just everyday life, and then we became just best friends, man. Like, Jeffrey's my best friend, and we talk literally every day, man. We have for like the last 3 years, almost the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So, and Cookies, he and I met. I was live streaming Gears of War one night, Gears of War 4 with my wife, actually. She was playing with me one night. It was one of my first live streams, and Cookies came in and asked for a shout out, and I gave it to him. And then he had asked me later on.
Sorry, I'm
he
sorry.
asked me later on to play some Fortnite with him, and I said, "It's cool, man. Yeah, so let's play some Fortnite. I love playing Fortnite." So we played some Fortnite. That's kind of how me and Cooks met.
Yeah, and then we did the farming sim live stream too.
Yeah, we did the tow truck thing. Yeah, with you.
Yeah.
Who was your friend that was with us? Pineapple, was that his name?
Yeah, Pineapple.
Intelligent Pineapple, yeah.
Yeah, man, that was so funny, man, when Jeffrey was in that harvester.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He said, well, this thing's got a golf cart horn, and he went, "Bap."
They need to work on their horns in that fucking game.
Yeah, they
really
do. Those horns are
Jesus.
terrible, man.
You're driving this $400,000 John Deere truck, and the fucking thing goes like that's not. What the hell is this? Like, come on now. My God.
Oh man, we laughed so hard that day.
That's pretty much how we met, and I met Cooks through CJ essentially.
Yeah.
Cooks came on the scene right around when me and CJ started hanging, and then
kind of become the Three Musketeers.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, and then obviously met you through just coming to your streams, Benzo, and then I'll never forget sitting there and just hearing the police radio go off in your live streams and watching you do
Yeah.
LEO and thinking, man, that'd just be fucking great to do that, and then being able to work with you in the servers been absolutely awesome as well.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, and yeah, you never did the Sprite challenge.
I know. I knew you were going to bring that up. I knew you were going to do that. I am going to do that.
I called him out, chat. I
know
called him out. He never did it.
I was hoping he wouldn't bring that back up.
It's rough, especially if you don't like Sprite. Like for me, I couldn't do it.
That's the thing. I do kind of like Sprite. I know I could do it, but I know it would come right after that. It says I downed it.
Yeah,
yeah.
It would do that.
Did it the wrong. You didn't do it the wrong way. You still did it right, but it was chugging the whole thing, and then trying not to burp. It's not sipping it and then trying not to burp and then sipping it. It's chugging the whole thing within like 2 sips. You know,
2 or 3 sips. Yeah, you got to be done with it.
It's and I had to do it twice because I picked up the first one, the first take. So I actually had to do it twice. The one I posted was the second one that I did, and it was awful. It was awful. So yeah, whenever you're ready, okay, no pressure.
Yeah, I think I could probably manage almost, but for some reason, this is just me. Like, it had to be like really like dehydrated to do that.
That's what I did.
Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
That's
Like,
what I did, man.
like sweaty and just like, I just can't get enough, and you can do it. But I know it would, it would come right after that. So,
Mhm.
how much time do you have to let pass before you can say you accomplished it, though?
It
Is it
just
like so many seconds or what?
yeah, like a minute or two. I mean, believe me, if you can get over the first 20, 25 seconds, you've beat the
It
champ.
hurts though. It hurts so
Yeah,
bad. It
because the
hurts.
mind over
Yeah.
matter, but mine, I sat there for about 10 seconds. And I was like, I think I got it. And it was right when I just got relaxed and was like, I think it all just, there
He
was no
sounded like he
like,
was gonna puke.
yeah,
That's what it sounded like.
there was no, oh, here it comes, it's coming. It was just, oh, I feel good. Like it just
Came
happened.
out of nowhere. Yeah, it was, and it was a big belch. Like it was like.
Hold on, I actually have an idea here. Hold on one second.
I CJ Steven Plays says hi.
What's up, Stephen Plays? How you doing, man?
Stephen Plays is awesome, man. He's
Yeah, he is.
I like Stephen Plays. Good guy.
Yeah, yeah.
There we go. Hold on. And then we gotta. Forgot to turn my AC on here. It's
Are you
hot.
writing something down, Jeffrey? Is that what you're doing?
I am just
While
sending this.
Jeffrey's doing that, I do want to say, Benzo, I really do appreciate that shout out from earlier. It really does mean a lot, especially coming from you. And everyone else that came over and did sub there. I do greatly appreciate it. It's definitely a struggle sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. But it really does it really made my night. I can say that, and I really do appreciate it, Benzo.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I just call it like I see it, man. I look back at our first Meet the Gamers episode. I forgot what number that was, but you can see a big difference with Cookies. I mean, he had that green screen behind him there, and
Yeah.
Mhm.
it was just like it was there, and he's trying, he's busting his ass trying, and then he's come a long way, you know, through that. I think he was on a headset mic, and
Yeah,
so he's got a standalone mic, desktop mic.
yeah.
These kinds of things. It's just little additions that he's made, and he didn't let the lack of views, the lack of getting tons of subscribers. He's still pushing forward, and it just shows that that's the kind of person that you're going to see, eventually hit the verified mark and things like that. And just unfortunately with YouTube, man, it takes time. Like I said, mine didn't come after 2 or 3 years. Like I see some other YouTubers out there. I won't mention names, but that's because they had a little push along with other people, with other bigger ones, they get in there and do 5M stuff with people that already have 2 or 3 million subscribers.
Yeah.
So I don't need to tell you that they grow fast, and then, LSPDFR is a very tight niche, community. And once you start doing that a lot, like me, Jeffrey, CJ, and Cookies, it's hard to grow like that because the bigger streamers and the bigger YouTube video producers, like Steve the Gamer, putting out 2 videos a day, it's hard to get recognized,
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
just keep
you really
pushing
got to
forward.
push hard,
Mine
man. Just
was over 7 years.
the grind is real. The grind is very real. You've come a long way, Cook, since that farm sim video on how to turn on your hazards and your beacons.
That's still my #1 video with like over
Is it?
100,000,
Is it?
100,000 views plus on it.
I watched that about probably about a couple of months ago. I went to your channel just to watch that video, and your mic quality then opposed to what
Yeah.
it is now is just it's night and day, man. So yeah, you've come a long way, Cooks. You've come a long
Yeah.
way, man.
Yeah, proud of you, bud.
Appreciate it.
Super proud of you, man. Yeah.
Hey, do you remember you guys telling you guys about the streamer troll thing, the YouTube short that I made, and I told you Taco Killer? His name's Matt.
Yep,
He's the one
yep.
that did the stupid sound alert. He's in my chat right now. he's like MFer. but thanks to Taco Killer, dudes, I don't think I've ever produced a video like that. The stupid YouTube short, it's almost 500,000 views now. It's ridiculous.
Oh
And
wow!
it is
Holy
almost,
cow!
I'm gonna be honest. It gave me a lot of subs from that too, and I'm really thankful that it did, but I'm also pissed off. Does that make sense? Because you spend all this time and effort onto, you know, a 25-minute video. It's not uncommon for me to spend 12 hours editing that fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then the YouTube short, I spent maybe 30 minutes editing that, maybe 15.
Crazy,
for a YouTube
right?
short that is 1 minute long and almost 500,000 views in 1 month. I mean, go fuck yourself, YouTube. It pisses me off, man. It does. It's almost insulting.
Yep.
But I do have Matt to thank for that because he's the one that helped me with that.
The
Even though he scared that
algorithm, man,
shit out
can
of
be
me.
a not so nice thing sometimes. Like the algorithm can be for you or against you, and when it's against you,
Yeah.
it's against you, man. It's just, man, I just really don't like the YouTube algorithm the way it works sometimes, man. I just really
No,
don't.
I agree. And sometimes I'm still baffled. I'll see a video or a YouTube short that makes no sense to me.
Mhm.
0 sense. It's to me, maybe I'm getting older. I don't know. It's stupid as F.
Yeah.
And then yet it's got 1.2 million views. It's like, I don't get YouTube, man.
Yeah.
You guys are weird.
I think it has a lot to do with this generation, you know, and what they're accustomed to, what their mind is accustomed to, maybe.
The attention span.
Yeah, the attention span.
'Cause
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, my kid's attention span is as short as a fucking. It's short. So I
You
mean,
couldn't think of anything.
I couldn't.
Yes.
Because my attention span is too. No. But no, I mean, a lot of kids nowadays just have short attention spans, and those YouTube shorts, they can get, you know,
Oh, I know, guys.
they can get that in and just shoot. You
I'm
know,
gonna be honest with you. I mean, as cheesy and tacky as that shit is, I do find myself scrolling up. You know, even on a PC, I'll watch a YouTube short and I'm like, eh. And then next thing you know, I scroll down, scroll down, it goes to the next short. And the next thing you know, I'm watching some girl do, you know, making like crochet, like like knitting or something, you know. And then some guy mowing a yard for free. And then, you know, some guy, you know, stealing a car.
it recommends that
And
to you
then,
too.
yes. And
I love
because,
watching that guy.
yeah, it's like ASMR or something, you know, it's visually pleasing. And you guys may have seen it in chat, right? The guy that mows yards for free.
Tom,
And
the
it's
lawnmower guy.
brilliant because he gets content out of it and he busts his ass when he does it and he makes it look really cool because he fast forward through all the boring shit, you know. And so
And he uses that walk behind, man, to mow all the like this, like over your like hip high grass, man. And he uses a walk behind, a weed eater, and a push mower. That's all he uses, and it's
sets up
Tom
his
the
camera.
lawnmower guy. I think is his name, something like that.
And he doesn't have to really. Well, he can come back and post edit. He could talk about what he's doing, right?
Yeah,
and so that part's easy. He doesn't have to huff and puff over a microphone. So that's part's great. But then I scroll down, then I'm on Rick and Morty, you know. It never ends. Next thing you know, I spend 30 minutes. I'm like, no, YouTube got me. I'm addicted.
Oh man, I get so lost in the YouTube shorts because I can, like at night time's my downtime. When everybody goes to bed, I'm done with work for the day. I'm done doing my videos. I'll go outside, sit on my porch, smoke a cigarette.
Welcome.
And I'll get my phone
guys,
and I'll
I am
sit there and watch
personally
YouTube shorts. And
going
before I
to,
know it, man, 45 minutes to an hour has went by.
I'm personally going to
it's
end
so
it
quick.
here
And I just,
on my side.
shorts are so addictive,
I
man. They're
do
so
want to
addictive because
say,
they're.
Definitely, so I can hear you guys. I do want to say thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I greatly appreciate it. It's definitely been an honor of having Benzo on the guest, and not only having him on, but also the shout out. I definitely do appreciate everyone that has stuck around for the time being of tonight, and I greatly appreciate it. Tomorrow we're gonna try and stream some SLRP. The reason why I say try is because it depends on how hard work is tomorrow, because it definitely varies. Being a car wash attendant, it definitely varies on how busy we are. So guys, I do want to say thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I greatly appreciate it. You all have an amazing night. Thank you guys, everyone who has subbed for tonight and has hit the like button. And if you haven't, be sure to do so, guys. We got more content coming up within the next couple of days. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. We will catch you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. God bless you all. Have a great night. Take care.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is right there. Very good, sir. What's up,
Amazon is sending it to you, darling.
Oh, yeah, I gotta get more lively.
My God.
They're fighting, man.
Holy cow.
Jesus Christ.
Jeffrey, I say we keep the show running for a long time now, right?
Yeah, right?
Formally, I'd like to congratulate your new sergeant, Jeffrey Gamer.
What?
You just got sergeant, bro.
Are you serious?
Yo, man.
Wow, man. Holy shit. To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Baskin.
Here we go. Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! No, do I? What? Fucking go, boy! Go!
Wow.
Go!
I really appreciate you guys having me on here, man, and I look forward to the podcast next week.
Absolutely,
Talking more with you guys.
Yeah,
and
man.
You guys, this is a great opportunity, man, and I'm very blessed to have definitely be able to get in contact with you guys. It's awesome.
Niche. You know what? English. Who cares? What are you laughing at, TJ?
My wife sent me something, man.
She's always sending him something when she tries to get him to laugh on camera.
I think she does it on Barbara. Uh-oh, I think you got your work cut out for you, brother.
Be prepared.
No, guys, thank you very much. Cookies, Criminal Justice, Jeffrey Gamer, thank you guys very much for having me. It's been an absolute blast. We've gone way over time, but, time flies when you are having fun.